All right, folks, what's going on? How we feeling? Welcome back. Welcome in for Game 3 between the Edmonton Oilers and, of course, the Anaheim Ducks. I know there's quite a few people waiting before the stream started. Got to make sure I give my shout-outs here. Number one Anaheim Ducks fan, currently at the Honda Center, so have an absolute blast. YOLO Army, how you doing? We got Houston Canuck, we got Cam, we got Wade, we got Blue Snake Jake, we got Andrew, Spider-Man, Varen, Dolo, Michael, how you doing? What's going on, everyone? Gordon, welcome back. Swisher, welcome back. Yo, Daniel, how you doing? Everett, welcome back. How are you? Blue Snake Jake cheering for the Ducks. Yeah, decent amount of Ducks fans these days. That's been pretty fun. That's been pretty cool. And yeah, I am currently watching the Habs and Lightning while we wait for the Oilers and Ducks. I'm also waiting for the lineups to get posted from the, whether it's the Oilers that post them or someone from the media. Just waiting for warm-ups to get started. No Dickinson tonight. No Jason Dickinson again for Edmonton. So whatever he's dealing with, whatever he re-aggravated in game 1, obviously that is keeping him out of the lineup today. Yeah, we got Franklin sleeping behind us. There he is. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I bugged him. See, he's trying to get away from the camera now. He's trying to hide. Oh, look at him. He's so cute today. Good old Franklin. Hey, there you go, Blue Snake. Yeah, same here. Same here, Gordon. Hey, what's going on, normal user? Hope all's well. Fell and hit the side of my jaw and cracked one of my teeth in half. Getting emergency work done on it tomorrow. Oh, my God. That's brutal. I hope you're doing okay. I hope that's the extent of the injury. Anytime you fall and land like that, that could create multiple types of injuries. Concussion issues, head injuries. So hopefully you're okay. So yeah, no Dickinson for Edmonton. I would like to see what the actual lineups are if they post them. Someone has to post them for the Oilers. What was the final score? I predicted 5-2 Edmonton. That is the score that I've predicted. 5-2 Oilers. Hey, what's going on, Izzy? How you doing? I hope it's a good game. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Yeah, the Oilers definitely need some reinforcements here. Habs Lightning tight series, very, very tight. If Montreal's power play could get going, kind of like Edmonton, if Edmonton's power play could get going, that'd be nice. Oh, that's true, Cam. You're definitely right about that. You need this win for Anaheim. Sorry, Tin. We're going against you, my friend. Definitely was an eye-opener. Spitting out half my tooth, though, scares you a little bit for sure. Doing fantastic otherwise. Okay, that's very good. I'm glad to hear that. Do you think Knoblock needs to go next season regardless of what happens? If the Oilers win a Stanley Cup, they'll hold on to him, obviously. But, yeah, Knoblock has been in my fraud. He's been on fraud watch for me for a long time. Basically, I think I had the earliest video that I had about Knoblock being a potential issue was back in October, like the first month of the season. He was doing things that I didn't like. So you're not watching. You don't want to jinx them out, Jesse. You wouldn't jinx them. It's fine. Special teams must produce or we are cooked. Yep. Yeah, and I talked about it in the pregame today as well. Like, obviously, 0% power play, that is eventually going to regress positively. 40% on the penalty kill, that is eventually going to regress positively. However, in such a small sample size, a 7-game series, will it regress quick enough? Will they get that regression in time to come back? That's the big question mark here. Hey, what's going on, Dar Daddy? How you doing? It was still called the Arrowhead Pond. They were playing the Coyotes. That's when Gretzky was coaching them also. Hey, very nice. And Gretzky, when he coached, he was very angry all the time. He was very angry behind that bench. And I don't blame him. He didn't have a very good team. Missed score prediction. What do you mean? Is Dostal injured? No, I don't think Dostal's injured. I'm in Edmonton working. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. If it goes to the 8th overtime, the goalies have to fight to the death to decide the winner. Holy smokes. Who do you got in a goalie fight? Do you have Dostal or Ingram? Unless you're talking about the Tampa series, in which case, do you have Dobish or Vasilevsky? And I'm probably going to go with the Russian. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the lineups posted yet. I don't know who's in for either team. All I know is that Dickinson is out. Elliot Friedman tweeted out not too long ago that Dickinson is he's out. No Jason Dickinson for Edmonton. 5-3 Oilers. McDavid goes absolutely insane. 4-point night. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. So yeah, no Dickinson for the Oilers, which means that third line is going to be Savoy, Szymanski, and Roslovic, which that line could actually cook. That line could absolutely cook. I'm just waiting for the official lineup to be posted. Normally someone has it by now, but nobody has posted it. Like the official Oilers account hasn't posted what the lines are. I would like someone to do that. If someone could do that, please. Where's that panic by now? We're not panicking yet. We're not panicking yet. We'll panic if the Oilers get absolutely lit up today. Hey, what's going on, Rowan? How you doing? Yeah, I'm not surprised, Spider-Man. McDavid 3 points tonight, 2 goals and an assist. They need McDavid. They need something, anything for McDavid to have a chance. Duck à l'orange on special tonight. Whoa, Dar Daddy. Why are we calling Pittsburgh that? Poor Pittsburgh, man. They're just old. Pittsburgh's just old and slow. They can't keep up. She'll be mad if the Oilers aren't still playing in late May. Well, hopefully the Oilers are still playing when she gets back. Hey, what's going on, Meatbag? Good to see you again. What's going on, Kyle? How you doing? Welcome back. Condors won 6-1 last night. Yes, they did. They had a big night. And Matt Tompkins had a great night in goal for them last night, too. 30-some saves. Been waiting a long time for Philly to get into the playoffs. Yeah, I think a lot of Flyers fans have been waiting a little while here. Good to see them doing well. There's a lot of players on Philly that I like. I like Michkov a lot. I like Martone a lot. I think Martone is fantastic and fun to watch. Ingram is a net for the Oilers, and Husso is a net for the Ducks. Interesting that they're going with Husso. Why do you think that is? There's nobody from Edmonton media that has posted the lines for the Oilers. I'm just super can someone post the lines, please? Hey, what's going on, Dean? I am doing well. I hope you're also doing well. An Edmonton Philly final going back to 1987 rematch with that one. I like it. Maybe the Oilers will come out on top in 7 games. Wish the Oilers had the same. True. It is interesting that they're going with Husso, though. I don't think Dostal's played poorly, right? If they're going by just goals against, yeah, 8 goals against in 2 games isn't great, but I don't know. I feel like they're changing something just to change it. Okay, interesting. So yeah, Husso had an .884 save percentage this year, 3.25 goals against average. I was just kind of quickly taking a look at his stats here. He had an .884 save percentage, 10-8-2 this season, 3.25 goals against. Yo, Meatbag with the $5 super chat. Don't think I've donated to your channel yet. Small cup of coffee. Have fun, Austin. Hey, I appreciate that, Meatbag. I think there's been a couple super chats from you in the past. I feel like there definitely has been. Yeah, Husso getting the starting goal for Anaheim. Very interesting. Do you think if we had Janmark would be 2-0? No, I think we'd be 0-2 if Janmark was in the lineup. Not to be mean, but honestly, that's how I feel. Poor Janmark. No, that's right, Everett. Yeah, it's actually a Panda Beats playlist. Synthwave, Twitch music, no copyright, Panda Beats. It's just like a synthwave playlist on YouTube. So, why not, right? Why not? If I'm not going to get dinged for copyright, I might as well have a little bit of music in the background while we wait for the game to start. We'd be Stanley Cup chance if we had Connor Brown. We had Brown the last 2 years and we didn't win one. How you doing, Wee Potato? Have I met any fans at games yet? Yeah, the game that I just went to, a couple fans recognized me, said hi, shook hands, chatted a little bit about the game. I do get recognized every now and then uptown too. Sometimes people will recognize me, be like, "Hey, it's the guy from YouTube," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the guy from YouTube." That's what I should just call my channel from now on, Guy from YouTube. Hey guys, I'm from YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. He's famous. No, not quite. I did. Hung out with McMullet most of the night. Went for supper with him and Superfan Magoo. Hey, what's going on, Reese? How you doing? You're an Edmonton celebrity. I wouldn't go that far, but it is weird getting noticed sometimes out and about. It does feel a little weird when someone does recognize me. Yes, I am him. I'm not panicking, Reese. My heart rate's only 101 right now. That's as calm as I've been all playoffs. Probably not a good sign, but when does the game start? Not for another like 25 minutes or so. I went live a little bit early just so that we could kind of get situated, right? Go over the lineups that they just haven't posted yet for some reason. I would like someone to post the lines. Usually Tony Brar is really good at posting them, but literally nobody has posted the lines here. I don't understand what's happening. $20 degrees 3 days ago, back to 20 degrees next Friday. Yeah, I don't know, man. Weather in Alberta this time of year, you never know what you're going to get. Free Will says 7-3 Anaheim. Really? I don't think it'll be that crazy. But hey, if it's 7-3 Anaheim, I'm coming back to you, and I'm going to ask you for next week's lottery numbers. Oilers want to be mysterious with the lines. Score predictions, I said 5-2. 5-2 Edmonton was my score prediction today. I was watching your YouTube. I'm here a lot on Twitch too. Hey, that's awesome, Nita. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't stream nearly as much on Twitch as I do on YouTube. Obviously, like anytime I stream, all my content's on YouTube, but Twitch is something that I'm trying to integrate a little bit more. Hey, you have the same score prediction as me, McKean. That's funny. Louis says 3-2 Oil. Wee Potato 3-2 Oil. Everett agrees with 5-2. Do you ever think there's a disadvantage with teams openly posting lines, opposing teams making up strategies? No, I don't think so. Both teams get the lineups from the opposing coaches, and the home team, they actually get the opposing team's lineup first. So if you're the home team, like, you do get to have that advantage of, okay, you know who's starting, especially the starting lineup. That has to be posted by the road team first. Bolt 45 is required. Oh my God. Pace yourself. I want to believe the Oil are going to do great tonight. I saw Leo talking about what he thought they needed to improve. Yeah, I think that I honestly think the Oilers, being on the road here, they've been a pretty decent road team all season. I have a feeling they're going to go into Anaheim tonight, and I think they're going to play a pretty mature game. Is kind of what I'm thinking. They better pack it up and be ready to go golfing. I mean, down 2-1 in a series isn't awful. It's not the end of the world. They were down 2-0 to the Kings last year. Probably Wee Potato. If the Oilers get blown out 7-3, yeah, there will be a full-blown crash out. But I don't even want to put that into the universe because the Oilers are going to win tonight. I'm giving everyone the Austin Hockey guarantee. And we got the power of victory chain Leo behind us. Look at that Leon Draisaitl victory chain. Look at his face. He's going to be in every video now. Hey, what's going on, Joy? Need to catch up listening to commentators for another game. I don't believe anything they say out of 5 or 7. Exactly, Nita. 100% agreed. Lines not out means Knoblock masterclass incoming. Oh my god. All right, so looks like Spectre had the lineups posted. I don't know. I didn't notice this. So Nuge with McDavid and Hyman, Podkolzin with Draisaitl and Kapanen, Savoy, Szymanski, Roslovic, Doc, Lazar, and Frederick. This third line is going to be the X Factor line. If this team is going to win tonight, this third line is going to produce, and also they're going to need this top line to get going. Nugent Hopkins has been invisible for the last few weeks of the season, and now the first 2 games of the playoffs. We need Nuge to pick it up. It is a best of 7. They probably meant because each team has won a game. Now it's a best of 5, right? The most amount of games that they can play is now 5. And whoever wins 3 out of the next 5 will win. So that's probably why they were talking about best of 5. That's all. Leon Nuge, McDavid. Yeah, exactly. No, all good, Joy. Not a problem. I got you. Savoy goal tonight? I hope so. Savoy's due. You think that's going to happen? You think the Oilers are going to choke the game? Lamazuli? Can we please play hockey in the second period for once? Well, that's the other thing too, right? First period of game 1, Oilers played great. Second period, they absolutely crapped the bed. First period of game 2, they played okay. They were tied heading to the second, and then they gave up 3 goals in the second period. Not good enough. Niche local internet sports famous. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Absolutely. Hey, what's going on, Sean? How you doing? The heart rate live on the screen is hilarious. Yeah. Hilarious, yes. Is it also sometimes a problem? Absolutely. Sometimes the heart rate gets a little too high, so I just have to learn to, relax, take a deep breath. What's up, Wash Gramps? Hey, what's going on, Erica? How you doing? What would you say the Oilers need to do on their defensive end to stop high danger chances from coming towards the Oilers net? I think honestly, and this is all it's coming down to, is they just have to manage the puck better. They just have to make the right play, right? Stop trying to stretch the ice. They need close support along the half wall. They need close support down low to help the defense out. Stop trying to stretch the ice, because right now Anaheim is reading that. We will know if we have to dial 911. Hopefully it never gets to that point. I think the only time it may get to that point is if the Oilers are holding on to a 1-goal lead in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. That might be a time where the heart rate is out of control. Whoa, Reese. You think 8-2 Ducks because Dickinson's not in the lineup? Oh, man. We need more faith. We need some more positivity. We got this. Austin Hockey Guarantee. Edmonton is winning this hockey game. I feel good about the game tonight. Like I said, the heart rate might not show it, 101 beats per minute right now, but I am feeling pretty calm and comfy. Habs going overtime. Yes, they are. Just saw that. Wild, man. What a close series that's been. Crazy. Update on the other game site? Sure, yeah, we can do a quick update. So you got Tampa and Montreal. They are heading to overtime 2-2. Golden Knights are out shooting the Utah Mammoth 8-1 in the first 8 minutes of the first period. So Vegas with a game plan. Pucks on net. And then, of course, the Oilers play the Ducks. Oh, that's what I'm saying too, Andrew. They got to be patient. The Ducks want them to force things, and the Oilers are playing into the Ducks' hands right now. Feel bad for Sid and Stu. Well, at least Sid has a couple of cups. Malkin has a couple of cups. But yeah, Pittsburgh has just been, they're just old. The team, the core is a little old. They're a little slow, and yeah, they just can't get anything going right now. I'm calling the win just like Messier. Yep, absolutely. Go Stars. Compared to 145, 100 is laughing. Exactly. I agree. If Ingram has another really bad game here, then there is going to be discussion about who you start in game 4. But I think Ingram has earned the starter's crease, and he's earned at least 1, potentially 2 rough starts here. But the runway gets short very quickly. Have I been pleased with Nurse? I like Nurse when he's not taking penalties. I think Nurse on the ice has been fine in this series. It's getting into the penalty trouble that's been a problem for me. How was the experience at Rogers Place? Are the food prices actually as absurd as people say they are? Yes, they are. It's ridiculous. The only thing I bought at the game was a large Diet Pepsi and a bucket of popcorn, and that was like $30. I'm not kidding. Just like absolutely outrageous prices. Really want to go to a Habs game? Highly recommend it. There's nothing like the Bell Center, man. Beautiful building. Amazing crowd. Yeah, exactly, Nita. It's very expensive. Who would they go with, Jari or Pickard? I honestly think they would go with Pickard. I don't think the team trusts Jari at all. If I'm going to be like completely honest, I don't think the organization trusts Jari. Size of the bucket? I don't know, like a medium or large. It's hard. I forgot it in my hotel room before I came home, so I don't even have the bucket to show anyone. Exactly, Canadian fisherman. It's because people will pay the prices. $30 ripoff. Hey, at least I will say the popcorn was pretty tasty and the Diet Pepsi was delicious. So I did see the Oilers. They lost 3-0 in the Bell Center. So the Oilers have lost. How many games have they lost now that I've gone to? They lost 3-0 at the Bell Center in November 2024. They lost in Vancouver at Rogers Arena in October. I was at that game. They lost 6-4 against the Ducks the other night in Rogers Place. I think the last win that I've actually been able to watch live was Game 4 against the Kings. That's the last win. Love the Draisaitl victory chain, right? I love it too. You're wearing an Oilers jersey in Calgary? Hey, I mean, let fans glare at you. If fans want to glare, then that's their problem. I actually love seeing people that wear jerseys, even if it's a team that I don't care for. Did you guys know that there was a time when, God, what year would it have been? Trying to remember. Might have been 2018 or 2019. I was wearing so a lot of you do know that I also cheer for the Boston Bruins. They're my second favorite team, but the Oilers have always been my like ride or die. I was wearing a Brad Marchand Boston Bruins jersey, and I went into Sobeys, and I was just minding my own business doing shopping. And this guy started berating me for wearing the Marchand jersey, and he was threatening to fight me. And it was crazy. I was like, what? He was a Leafs fan. I was like, what is wrong with you, dude? Like, I'm just doing groceries. I don't care who you cheer for. Leave me alone. Boston won the series in 7, of course. Wish I kind of would have seen what his reaction was to that. I should wear the Savoy jersey. Well, I wore that and they lost. So I've gone with the OG reverse retro. I'm hoping this brings the team luck, and it's a McDavid reverse retro. So get an Oilers hat and we were in Calgary. Yeah, it's wild. Like to get that mad at seeing someone in another jersey in a grocery store. Like, I'm just picking up groceries, man. Like, you do you. Hey, you're a Leafs fan. That's great. Like, I don't know, man. Flex the Savvy jersey or I'll unsub. No, but it is hanging behind me. The Savoy jersey right there, hanging behind me. There's the Draisaitl reverse retro and then the Savoy reverse or not reverse retro, cream. Hey, what's going on, Alive Bang? How you doing? Hey, what's going on, Chris? Random Aussie, how are you? Do you know what channel we're watching the game on? Because the other game's going to overtime. I think if you have Sportsnet West, you'll be able to tune into the Oilers at puck drop. When am I going to wear the toque again? Hold on. I still have it. It's still here. I just don't wear it. My room gets too warm when I'm streaming. So, but this will be, if the Oilers are losing heading into the third period, I will put this on and hope that it's good luck. He might have been a psychopath. You're a 1-16 when wearing an Oilers hat, and I took off mine. You know what? That's probably a good call. That's a wild record. I don't think that that's coincidence anymore. I definitely think you should not wear the hat anymore. Gonna skip the first period to keep watching the Habs. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Playoff overtime, there's nothing like it. I think Leafs fans at this point are just sad. Like in 2018, there was like a lot of hype around that Leafs team, like Marner and Matthews. Like it was a young core going up against the Bruins. But yeah, it's a tough one, man. Yo, Alive Bang, thank you so much for becoming a member for another month. Love Oilers and like Austin Hockey. Oilers will win. I like that positivity. I like that you're guaranteeing it. We're putting that out in the universe. Austin Hockey guarantee. The Oilers are coming out on top tonight. That is the Austin Hockey guarantee. They're going to come out on top in this one. Feel sadness for Leafs fans. Yeah, it's tough, right? Like, I don't know. Like, as an Oilers fan, we've obviously been through a lot, and I don't wish that kind of stuff on teams, especially when their best players are potentially not going to stay. You had Marner leave this summer. I can't actively be happy about that and cheer for that, because if that ever happened to Edmonton, we would all be devastated. So I truly want teams to like retain good players, good talent, and be competitive. I never want to see that kind of stuff. Trade to Edmonton in the offseason. Who would the Oilers have to give up for Matthews? Why is your heart rate so high right now? Are you okay? Hey, I'm just fine. My heart rate gets high because I get excited. This is how passionate I am about this team. This is how excited I get. This is it's a mix of nerves and adrenaline, excitement. Am I worried about big tech training AI with my heart rate data from the streams? I don't know what they're going to use my heart rate data for, so probably not. I'm more concerned about AI like creating like, me and creating a fake Austin Hockey and like creating content with it somewhere else. That I'm more concerned about that. My heart rate data, I don't really care. What's my cat's name? All right, so well, that's Franklin. He's actually here on stream today. He's not usually on stream. He's sleeping, so that's Franklin. And then this one right here, that's Kitty Kitty. He's being a king there. He's being dictator Kitty Kitty. And then the gray tuxedo cat, that's Mochi. All adopted from the Humane Society over the past 3 years or so. When is puck drop? In about 10 minutes. Can I prove that I'm not AI and are actually a real boy? I don't know how to prove that. But the fact that I'm interacting in real time probably shows that I'm a real person. I'm a real boy. It's true. Don't take me away. Oh my God, Jello. Obviously, like my channel's hockey focused. I have very strong opinions about AI that I'm not going to talk about on stream. I'm going to keep the topic on hockey here. Is real. He's talking to me from Australia. Exactly. Can I grab my shoe and put it on my head to prove that I'm not AI? Well, listen, I'm not a puppet. All right. Like, I'm not going to be your puppet. I'm not just going to randomly do things like that for your entertainment. I do enough for your entertainment. I can make myself look like a fool in other ways, though. The cats look like AI? Aw, no, they don't. They're cute. They're being funny. The kitties are funny. Am I the real uncle or are you AI? It's like that. Has anyone seen the Muppets movie from like 2011 with Jason Segel? Or Segel? Jason Segel? Is that his name? And then the song, Am I a Muppet or Am I a Man? It's going to turn into Am I AI or Am I a Man? If anyone knows that song. Yo, Patrick, Oilers fanatic, has cats too. That's cool. I don't know if I've ever seen his cats. Must be an Oilers fan thing. Must be an Oilers influencer thing for us to own cats. Yo, Danny, welcome back. 13-month member, Cup year. Let's go, Danny. I appreciate that. Love the good vibes there, Danny. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm thinking of Jason Segel or Jason. Who am I thinking of? Someone's got to help me out. Who the heck am I thinking of? Movie dictator Kitty down a little, or move him down a little. Why? Why you don't like him there? What's going on with Kitty? Why does he have to be moved down? I don't think he has to be moved down. Hey, what's going on, Emmett? How you doing? You should watch the Montreal game, please. I focused on the Oilers tonight, but I will have. I do have the NHL like app open. I'll know what's going on in that game. Where's the Dark Ingram pick? He's still here. But I didn't want to jinx it. I could put him back. Do you want Dark Ingram back? I could leave him here. And then we could move Kitty over here, I guess. What do we think? Do we want Dark Ingram to hang out? It'll look like he wants to sell us Oilers tickets. Okay, it was Jason Segel. Yeah, I get celebrity names mixed up all the time. The cats aren't AI, Anthony. Come on now. Come on. Those are real cats. They're not AI. They're real pictures of my cats. We need the Dark Ingram emoji. Is Dark Ingram an emoji? Did I add him as an emoji for the channel? Oh, he's not an emoji. You know what? That'll be so depending. I think I get more emote slots when there's like 5 or 10 more members. So if that happens, then I can add Dark Ingram for the next stream. Ingram needs to keep it down to 2 goals. I'll say 3. I think if he can keep it to 3 tonight, it'll be just fine. Yo, Nita, I love on Twitch. If you're on Twitch and you post emotes, they like float around the screen. So that's fun. That's super fun. What's going on, Matt? How you doing? I think Bouch is looking pretty good. Bad game 1, and then game 2 had a couple pucks go off of him. A little bit unlucky. It was the game winner that I didn't like, where Draisaitl lost the face-off. Puck bounces around in front. Bouchard has time to make the play, and then he ended up hitting Draisaitl with the puck. And that to me was frustrating, but he had an okay game 2. It was better than game 1, but game 1 was really bad. Can we get a Dark John Cooper pick? I mean, if he comes to Edmonton, I will make one. If he ever comes to Edmonton, I will make one. Yo, Thunder's Production, thank you so much for the gifted membership to, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. It's just like SSSW8GB. Congrats on becoming a member. Enjoy your custom emotes that you can use during the stream. I hope so too, Sarge. I hope so too. Cooper's going to LA, already manifesting. Sorry. What do you mean? What if the Kings come back and beat the Avs? What if they come back from 3-0 series deficit? You're a better coach than Knob. Oh my God. See, coaching's a lot more than just line combinations. There's certain aspects of being a coach that I think I would be terrible at. I'm not even going to like sugarcoat it. Because, like, what player would be motivated to listen to someone like me who has never been in a competitive hockey environment, whether as a player or a coach? We all know this was... I was actually hopeful that LA could at least win a couple just to, like, really put some pressure on Colorado. But it looks like Colorado, it looks like they're going to sweep them, and it looks like they're going to come out of that series relatively unscathed and then play whoever is the winner in the Stars and Wild series. Who do you think could go against Edmonton in the finals if Edmonton makes it? I think on my bracket, I'm pretty sure I predicted, I think it was Colorado and Tampa in the final. But in terms of who I think the Oilers would go up against, it would probably be Tampa or Carolina. I think Carolina and Tampa Bay are like the two teams to beat in the Eastern Conference. But yeah, that's very possible, Sarge. I think so too. I hope Jari bounces away in the offseason. Oh, I thought someone said I hope he bounces back. You were saying I hope he bounces away. Hopefully a better game tonight. Last game was rough. Both my teams lost. Hopefully the game is much better tonight. Here, Talkative Introvert, welcome back. I hope you're doing amazing. Always a pleasure to see you. Oh, the Mammoth are up 1-0 on Utah. 1-0 Utah against Vegas. Mackenzie Weegar with the goal. Flyers in Edmonton Stanley Cup final. That'd be crazy. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Doom? How you doing? We've already got a lot of people tuning in right now. They are doing the anthems, so puck drop is imminent here from Anaheim, from the Honda Center. That's so funny, Nita. I love when crowds do that. Especially, it's hilarious when Tampa's crowd was doing that, chanting USA, because I think they have 2 American-born players on the whole team. The rest are Canadian or Russian or, other nationalities. Yeah, Taylor Hall, man, Hall with Stankoven in Carolina on that line, they have just been dominating Ottawa. Dickinson is not playing today. No, he is out. I hope Utah comes out on top, but it's probably going to be Vegas. But Utah is probably going to give Vegas a run for their money. I'll be 1,000% better if the Oil get the job done. Well, let's go. Let's get it done. Yeah, no Dickinson. I know. It's unfortunate. All right. So the playoffs, game 3 between the Edmonton Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks about to begin. The anthems have just completed. Connor Ingram is going to get the start for the Oilers. Ingram, a record of 1-1, a 4.05 goals against average, an 8.55 save percentage. Habs win. Who won it? Lane Hudson wins it in overtime for Montreal. Look at that. Good for Montreal. That's very exciting for them. Good for the Habs. Good for the Habs. Their fans are probably going mental right now. There are some crazy let's go Ducks chants going on right now. All right. Game 3 has started. Here's Seneca off the draw, and there's a whistle. All right, what happened here? Draisaitl's having a conversation. Looks like there was a... Oh, man, look at Draisaitl. 2 really big cross checks on Granlund. Oh, my God. Draisaitl, relax, my friend. Hey, what's going on, OG Savage? All right, here's Vasily Podkolzin. He'll take the draw for Edmonton at their own blue line. The Ducks are going to send it in deep. Here's Connor Ingram out of his crease. Up the boards, and a quick shot from a sharp angle, and Ingram has to make the save. And the Ducks are yelling at something. I'm not sure what Nurse was doing after the whistle there. It looked like he shoved a duck, and then the crowd reacted to it. This is stressful. No, we're excited. Look, my heart rate's only 90 right now. We are locked in here. Let's do it. Here's Draisaitl's line. They stay out again. He'll take the face-off. Defensive zone, left side of Connor Ingram. Off the draw, Draisaitl wins it back to Murphy. Murphy off the half wall. Here's Kapanen. He's going to get pressure. Drops it back for Murphy. Bit of a miscommunication. Murphy spins back, gives it to Podkolzin. Podkolzin through the neutral zone with speed. He'll give it to Draisaitl off his foot. Puck rolling around to the top of the crease. Can't come up with it. And a couple players went down there. Seneca, Kapanen was blocked from skating back down the ice. And there's some rough stuff early in this one. Here's Kapanen. Sends the puck around the boards. That's out of the reach of Darnell Nurse. Troy Terry in the offensive zone. Nugent Hopkins trying to come up with it. Here's a shot towards the goal and a good save by Connor Ingram. And the Ducks already with a couple shots here in the first minute. Yo, what's going on, Coolistic? Changing my prediction to 10-1? What do you mean? Jesus, for the Ducks? Here's McDavid off the draw. Wins it back to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm off the glass. Bounces through the neutral zone. Nobody for Edmonton can grab it. Anaheim trying to move it up. Here's Ekholm. Skates it in. Zach Hyman now chasing after it. Oh, man. McDavid looked like he was coming up on the forecheck. He'll grab it. He's going to get held along the boards by Trouba. Puck behind the Ducks net. Here's McDavid. He comes up with it, trying to center it out in front. And here come the Ducks now. 3-on-2. Here's Gauthier with a shot off of a leg. Doesn't make it to the net. Puck played to the point. Here's another shot towards the goal, and a good save by Connor Ingram once again. And that's 3 saves for Ingram here early in the period. Leo Carlson with the shot. Hey, what's going on, Alex? How are you? What's going on, Scoop Kitty Litter? How you doing? Katsili Miaukolzin, first goal. Dark Ingram unlocked. Yeah. Ingram's had to be sharp early here. Dark Mochi. I got to get dark emotes for my cats. Here's the defensive zone draw. You have Lazar out there with Frederick. And, well, what's going on here? They didn't drop the puck for some reason. Linesman's coming over to have a conversation. Wallman's yelling about something against Kreider. Linesman's giving Kreider a warning. All right, here's Curtis Lazar. Off the draw, loses it. Frederick trying to battle his way to the boards. He's trying to play it up to Colton Dock, and Dock will chase after it. Dock brings it into the offensive zone. He's going to get checked by Anaheim. Here's a big hit by Lazar as Anaheim sends it in deep. Dark Dictator Kitty. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Emberson chasing after it. Ducks keep the cycle alive. Yo, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that, Batman. How you doing? Trent Frederick, puck out of his reach, back in the neutral zone. Oh, and giving away to Dock. Here's Colton Dock. Sends it into the corner. Curtis Lazar chases after it. He's hit away from the puck. Here come the Ducks. Here's Hellison. He'll play it up the left wing. Anaheim again, another giveaway in the neutral zone. And here comes Rozovic. Rozovic with a shot, and that goes just wide. Hey, I'm doing good, Batman. I'm doing good. Nurse cycles it down low. Szymanski's going to cut off the angle, trying to keep the puck alive, and Anaheim's going to bring it out. Here's a shot towards Ingram. Good save again from Ingram. Here's Connor Murphy. Ducks are offside. They have to reset. Here's Murphy. He'll play it up the boards. Matt Savoy. Oh, man, Savoy with a giveaway. Here come the Ducks. Here's a shot. And that's another save by Ingram. He didn't quite get all of it. That was Killorn with the shot for Anaheim. Almost had a breakaway there off the giveaway by Savoy. And the puck's going to get by the defense, by Trouba. Kapanen trying to grab it. Draisaitl can't come up with it. Seneca out of his reach. And a bit of a bobbly puck here. Oilers struggling with possession. He'll throw it towards Ville Husso. Or, sorry, Dostal. Dostal's in the net. I knew it was Dostal in the net, right? It has to be Dostal in the crease. Here's a puck up the middle of the ice. Ekholm flips it in. Podkolzin trying to find Kapanen. Kapanen can't grab it. Yeah, the Habs did win. No, the Oilers look tentative. Here's Connor Murphy to Matthias Ekholm. Here's Murphy. He'll throw it up the boards. Sent in deep, and that's going to be icing on Edmonton. 16:01 to play here. So Hyman with the icing. And yeah, Savoy had an early giveaway. It went off of a body, and then Killorn with a partial breakaway. He was cut off by Nurse, and then Killorn didn't get a great shot off there. Yeah, there was a viewer who's at the game at the Honda Center who popped into chat saying that Husso was starting, but no, I knew it was going to be Dostal. It wouldn't have made sense to go to Husso. Ducks fans going to throw oil on the ice? Oh, no. I think that would be bad juju. Hey, all good in Kanu. No worries. I think a lot of people were tuning into that Habs game. Here's Trouba. He'll throw it up the middle of the ice. Brought in. Nice move. Shot towards the Oilers' goal, and that is deflected high and over the net by Gauthier. The shots are 5-1 here for Anaheim in the first 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Oilers have to get going. Why can't I show the game? Because if I show the game, my YouTube channel gets shut down. And I don't want that to happen. Exactly. Introvert, exactly. First quarter? I think you mean first period? How are they playing? They are not looking great so far. Anaheim has kind of controlled the pace for the first couple of minutes. Here's Hellison, shot towards the goal. Oh, and it redirected onto Ingram, and he didn't know where it was. He had to make another save. That puck's going to go up the ice. Hellison out of the reach of Roslovic. Roslovic in the neutral zone. Can't come up with it. My God. Ingram leaves the puck behind his net. Here's Emberson. Up the left side to Savoy. Puck is dropped back to Wallman. Wallman with the giveaway, and here's a shot on net and a good save by Ingram. Oh, my God. And Anaheim centers it out in front again. Is not going to get the shot off. Shot from the point. Shot rebound towards Ingram. Another save by Connor Ingram. The Anaheim Ducks are all over the Oilers. Edmonton absolutely hemmed right in right now. The Ducks, they are all over this right now. That's going to be offside on the Ducks. 14:51 to go. Tried to cut in front. Murphy knocked down Wash. And the shots I think are 7 or 8-1 for the Ducks. Connor Ingram has had to be just really on top of his game here. This is a horrifying start for the Oilers. They have come out very, very flat. Very flat. They have to mute goal horns because of copyright. Really? They'll mute goal horns? No way, dude. That's crazy. You need some kind of graphic to show where the puck is at. I wouldn't be able to. It would never be in real time, though. Like, I don't even know what kind of graphics I could do that with. Like, how to even show that. Here's a puck along the wall. Oilers in the offensive zone can't hold on to it. That's going to be sent down the ice. And they're going to say no icing. Okay. How's the game? Not great so far, Kalen. Shots are 6-1 Ducks, but I imagine they're going to update that. The Ducks have had a flurry of opportunities early here in the first. Edmonton has barely even been able to get out of their own zone. Here's Nurse. He'll find it up to Lazar. Lazar with a dump in. Going to be chased after by Doc. He can't come up with it. Here's Alex Killorn for the Ducks. Gives it to Minchikov. Minchikov for Anaheim. Up the right wall, sorry. Here's John Carlson. He'll just flip it towards Ingram. Ty Emberson reverses to Wallman. Here's Wallman to Draisaitl. Draisaitl across the ice. Podkolzin. He'll dump it in deep. Kapanen goes to chase after it. Draisaitl can't hold on to it. Here's Wallman. Can't keep the puck alive, and the Oilers have to reset in the neutral zone. Here's Jake Wallman now. The Oilers, right now, their breakouts are not good. And look at the Ducks. They're in a 1-2-2 formation. They are not forechecking as hard. They're trying to force Edmonton to skate through and make mistakes. Draisaitl grabs it on the forecheck, though, to Ekholm. Ekholm with a shot towards the net. That's blocked. That goes off the glass and down the ice. Evan Bouchard chases after it. He's going to get pressured here. Here's a hit on Bouchard. Puck flipped into the neutral zone. Connor McDavid trying to come up with it. He's just out of his reach. Anaheim sends it in deep, and it's not icing again. Here's Ekholm. He's going to get pressured. Trying to find McDavid. McDavid takes a hard hit by Veal, and then Veal throws a little cross check on him, too. Holy. Anaheim is on top of Edmonton like crazy. Here's McDavid trying to skate through bodies again. McDavid, another giveaway in the neutral zone, and Anaheim's going to bring it in. Here's Seneca. Seneca on his backhand. Left circle. Look at the dangling by Seneca. He gets it behind the net. Killorn centers it. Comes to the point. Here's Lacombe with a shot. That's blocked in front. Can't be grabbed by Seneca. Here's Lacombe. Cycles it down low to Killorn. This top line for Edmonton. McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent-Hopkins hemmed in. McDavid loses the puck again. Here's Lacombe down low to the point. Shot towards the goal, and that's bouncing around. There's bodies in front of Ingram. And here's Murphy. He's just going to reverse it back to Ekholm. Holy smokes. The Oilers just look absolutely discombobulated. Here's Savoy on the forecheck, centers it out to Szymanski. Here's a shot and a good save by Dostal. Szymanski's getting involved after the whistle now. There's some extra stuff after the whistle. The Oilers with just their second shot of the period. Shots are 8-2 in favor of Anaheim, and we are 8 minutes into this period. Holy moly, man. Brutal. And Connor McDavid is off to a really bad start as well. Just being straight up honest. The Anaheim Ducks had a game plan. And they are playing to that game plan. They are holding Edmonton to absolutely nothing right now. Think they're going to burn out? It's possible, right? You expect that from the home team in their first home playoff game of the season. So there's a lot of adrenaline, right? The Ducks haven't been in the playoffs in a while, so their fans are into it. The players, they have that extra shot of adrenaline. Look how Edmonton played in the first period of game one. Same thing. Edmonton dominated that first period, and then the second period is where the game shifted. So for Edmonton, you just got to survive these waves of attack right now and hopefully come back out in the second period and have a better period. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Doom. The Oilers, like, their outlet passes, there's no close support down low. They keep trying to stretch the ice, and the Ducks are just, they're letting them do it because they know that they're going to get the puck back. I agree, Everett. Yep, I agree. Exactly. Just weather this storm, right? Weather this storm, see if you can find a way to get going. Can I make a Dark McDavid picture? All the so like the Dark Ingram picture is made from someone in the Discord server. So I'm sure if I put out a request, they would do it for me. Yeah, the Oilers are looking rough right now. What's up, Free Will? What's going on? We need a fight. A fight might get the boys going, actually. Peak times. Well, a lot of hockey to be played here, Alex. I'm not going to write off the team after 8 minutes in the first period. But if Edmonton plays like this the rest of the game, yeah, they're going to get they're going to get shit pumped the rest of this game. No, don't mean to, swear. I know there's probably viewers out there that didn't like that, but that's just the word that I'm going to be using. That is my word of the day. Here's a face-off, one to Murphy. He'll cycle it down low to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Kapanen with a shot, and that's blocked in front. Puck behind the net. Carlson gets checked by Podkolzin. Draisaitl or Kapanen throws a hit, and that puck goes out of play. 11:38 to go here in the first period. Oh, yeah, hit the like button. What's the like goal for today? 200 likes? Hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button on today's stream, make sure you smash the like button. It is the best way to support the channel, and it's free. Bring back Crash Out Austin. One day. Here's Minchikov trying to get the puck in deep. Here's Darnell Nurse. Jack Michaels and Louis DeBrusque are rambling about something right now. Gold, what's going on? Here's a play up to Darnell Nurse. Nurse enters the Ducks zone. That's grabbed by Kapanen. He sends it in. Grabbed by Podkolzin. Podkolzin behind the Ducks net. Here's Granlund. Takes a hit from Nurse. Nice job from Nurse. Forechecking here. Draisaitl trying to get a shot off. He can't come up with it. Here's Nugent-Hopkins. Oilers making a change. Nugent-Hopkins plays it back to Bouchard. Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins on his backhand. He's going to get pressured by two Ducks. Why is Nuge not just getting that puck down low? Keep the puck in deep, Nuge. You have full possession, man. Oh, and Ekholm with a giveaway, and here come the Ducks. 3-on-2. Gauthier centers it out in front. Rebound bouncing around, and Nugent-Hopkins can't come up with it. Here's Gauthier, keeps the play alive. Shot towards the Oilers' goal, and that deflects wide. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is becoming a big, big problem right now. And another giveaway in front. That puck goes just wide of the net on the back door. McDavid reverses to Bouchard, who wasn't ready for it, and Anaheim still on the forecheck. The Oilers' top line. The pass out of the reach of Nugent-Hopkins. Get going here. What is happening? Holy Christ, gentlemen. Get going. Here's Evan Bouchard. He'll play it off the half wall. Dumped in by Savoy. Behind the net. Forechecked by Szymanski. Szymanski trying to find Rozovic out of his reach. Wallman now towards the goal. Deflects wide. Here's a play up the boards. Matt Savoy. He'll play it back to Jake Wallman. Wallman up the left wing. Here's Rozovic with a step. Rozovic spins away from a check. He'll give it to Savoy in an area. Savoy doesn't shoot. Trying to center it to Szymanski. Savoy trying to play it back to the point now. Oilers got to get shots on net. Savoy was in a great shooting area and didn't shoot it. Oh, my God. And now Jake Wallman's going to go to the penalty box. Looks like it's going to be for a high stick. Jake Wallman heading to the box here. He got his arm up, a little forearm shiver. I don't know who that was on Anaheim, but Jake Wallman is going to head to the box. My goodness gracious. Anaheim has been all over Edmonton, and now they get the first power play, which is well-deserved, by the way. Wallman tries to... Oh, yeah, that's a high stick. Wallman got his stick up. You have to control your stick, man. What's wrong with these guys tonight? They were not ready to go. Edmonton was just not ready to go at all. Hoping for a good, fair game today. Well, so far, the Ducks are in full control of this one. Ingram's had to be very sharp. Yes, a kill is going to get him. Like, if the Oilers get the penalty kill here, oh my God, what was that? Look at that. Canuck fan with the 5 gifted on Twitch. I was like, what the heck is that noise? But thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions on Twitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Look at Nita got a gifted subscription there on Twitch. So that's fun. But yeah, if the Oilers can get a kill here, I think that will help settle them down, and maybe that'll give them some momentum. But right now, this is a disaster start of the game. Why are we dooming? Well, we're not like dooming, but the Oilers are being like just handily outplayed right now. I don't remember a breakout that has actually been effective for the Oilers in the first period. I don't think that's what it is, Everett. I think the Ducks they're just playing better. Hey, what's going on, Bubsy? Forget tonight they weren't ready for the playoffs in general. Oh boy. I don't know if I'm ready to have that conversation yet, but we'll see. Still the first, not worried yet. They got to get a kill here, though. The penalty kill has been awful. 40% so far in the first round, the first 2 games. But there is going to be a penalty kill. The Oilers are going to have to find a way to get a kill here against a very effective Ducks power play. McWashed gold. Listen, anyone that's going to nobody can get mad at my mod, Golder, for trash talking. This is the first time they've got to watch the Ducks in the playoffs in a long time, so they're having some fun. Yo, alive at the 279. Here's a pass across the ice to Gauthier, just out of his reach. Here's Lacombe to Gauthier. Gauthier into the middle to Killorn. Lacombe across the ice. Here's McTavish, loses it. Puck comes down low. Here's a shot. Couple shots on Ingram. Good saves, and they're going to blow the whistle there. And Seneca was looking for a rebound. Couple saves for Ingram, as he has been very sharp to start this game. Dark Ingram picture saving us. Oh boy, yeah, exactly. Alive, bang, 100%. Thank you for the 279 super chat. I have Woodcroft with the smirk on his face. Yep. Could tell the difference from the last 2 seasons. That's fair, Michael. But Connor Ingram, he's what he's doing is what he's supposed to do. give the team time to settle down and relax into this game, right? That's his job right now, is just just give them enough time to get back in it. Why does Draisaitl always get kicked out of the faceoffs? Because he's trying to cheat. He's cheating. Here's Draisaitl on the bench. I don't know why they're showing him. Face-off. They're going to redo it. Yo, the 100 bits from Canuck Fan on Twitch. Thank you so much, Canuck Fan. Appreciate that. Franklin in the background. Yeah, Franklin's hanging out. Oh, man, the stream quality just dipped really hard here. So I think the puck was won back. Here's Karlsson across the ice. Granlund looks for a lane, shoots, and a save by Ingram, and he has to come up with it in the crease before Karlsson can grab it. Another good save from Connor Ingram. Karlsson is good. So Ingram took a shot up high. It was like up by his ear neck area, and he just kind of fell after he made the save. Covered up the rebound. Chris Knoblock looks a little animated on the bench. Not like super animated, but he's actually talking on the bench, which is a good sign that, he's not sleeping at the wheel here. Here's Karlsson to Granlund. Granlund in the right circle, trying to find a lane. He surveys the ice. Here's Granlund. Centers it out in front. Stolen by Savoy. And here's Savoy one-on-one shorthanded against Karlsson. Here's Savoy. Walks in with a shot, and that goes just wide. Might have got the blocker of Dostal. And here come the Ducks now. Here's Karlsson. Karlsson falls. Puck in his feet. Oilers trying to come up with it, and Darnell Nurse will get the clear. 53 seconds left on the power play for Anaheim. Well, we'll see, Steve. They're a little slow figuring it out, but let's see if the team, if they can find a way to kill the rest of this penalty, if they can get going here. Is Knob ever animated? Not very often. Here's Killorn. He's in the right circle. He'll drop it back to Gauthier. Lacombe across. McTavish down low. Seneca to Lacombe to Seneca. Seneca centers it out in front. Shot on Ingram. Rebounded, still loose, and a couple good saves by Connor Ingram. Here's Lacombe across into the middle. Killorn into the feet of Gauthier. Can't come up with it, and McDavid almost stole it, and he would have had a 2-on-1 with Nugent Hopkins. McDavid goes for a change. So the Oilers do get a kill, which is massive. Huge kill for Edmonton. Let's see if that gets them into the game and instills a bit of confidence into the group. Here's a puck up the ice. It's sent down into the Oilers zone. Here's Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Podkolzin. 3-on-2 for Edmonton. Podkolzin walks in. Here's, Hyman can come up with it. And a shot by Podkolzin, and he scores! Vasily Podkolzin, he comes up with the puck. It kind of bounced to him in the right circle, and he beats Dostal. And the Oilers, after getting that kill, will it instill some confidence? Will it get the boys going? Well, Vasily Podkolzin, he gets Edmonton on the board. Couple pucks into the crease. McTavish on the power play couldn't bury it. Hyman tried to throw it towards the net. Moore tried to clear it. He gave it away to Podkolzin, and he beats Dostal. Dostal could not see that puck at all. It is 1-0 Edmonton. Vasily Podkolzin, as depth scoring continues to show up for Edmonton. That puck beat Dostal. He looked a little confused after it beat him, so we'll take that. All right. So Edmonton, after killing a penalty, they'll come out with the first goal. A live bang with another 279 super chat. Thank you so much. Here's Szymanski. He's going to get checked along the boards in his own zone. Savoy across to Murphy. Murphy sends it down the ice. Szymanski trying to come up with it now. Szymanski's going to be hit into the boards. Savoy on the forecheck, loses it. And here's McTavish. McTavish is going to get hounded here by Szymanski. Nice job on the forecheck for this third line. Szymanski fights for the puck. Savoy trying to come up with it. Along the half wall, look at Szymanski involved in. I love the battle of Szymanski, man. He doesn't take crap from anyone. Nugent Hopkins is out there with Roslovic and Szymanski. So I don't know if we're starting to see some line shuffling already, but Nugent Hopkins was out on that third line. They didn't deserve that goal. What? That was a hardworking goal. Podkolzin absolutely deserved that. They are opportunistic. Here come the Ducks now. Shot towards the net by Gauthier. That goes off of a leg and out of play. And we're going to have a commercial break here. The Oilers, with the first goal, they've been outplayed in the first period, but they get that really important first goal. Podkolzin beats Dostal. Just a snipe for Podkolzin. Love to see that. Do I play NHL 26? I do, yes. I'm in an NHL 26 league as well. Our youth is dragging this team, right? That's what I was thinking. The Oilers' top guns haven't been the top guns. They've been getting the depth scoring this series. Goals from Szymanski, Podkolzin, Kapanen, Dickinson. Yo, Cam with the $5 super chat. That stretch was how the Oilers usually play. They dominate play, get goalied, and then the opponent comes down and scores. And this time, it's happening to the Ducks. The Ducks are dominating. And, Ducks were dominating for the first, 12, 13 minutes there before Podkolzin made it 1-0 for Edmonton. Ingram locking in. He's had a great first period. Yep. I agree. Second period's got to be better. The Oilers are lucky to be up 1 right now. This could definitely be like a 2 or 3 goal lead for the Ducks if it wasn't for Ingram. Yeah, I'm with you, Steve. It's tough because Nugent Hopkins, where do you play him? He can't, Nugent Hopkins has just been a black hole everywhere he's been placed. He's been played on the third line. He's been played with McDavid. He can't do anything right now. It's not good. Quality, not quantity. I like it. Your prediction might be wrong. I mean, you did predict 10-1, so I think the odds weren't ever in your favor on that one to begin with. Let's support Austin hockey. I appreciate that, Canuck fan. Appreciate that very much. Thank you. On this cheap team, who, the Oilers? Breaking Brad, why are you so mean tonight? What makes the Oilers cheap? Here's a face-off win for Anaheim. Left circle, shot towards the net. Good save by Ingram, and that goes out of play. Hey, I appreciate that, Rowan. Put up Dark Ingram. Dark Ingram is on. He is on the screen. Make Nugent defenseman and Bouchard forward. Oh no, I don't think so. Here's a puck up the middle of the ice, out of the reach of Zach Hyman. Here's the quick up to Carlson. Carlson drops it back, shot on net, and a good save by Connor Ingram, as he has been locked right in here in the first period. It's possible Nuge is injured. It is possible he's not 100%, but I appreciate the Cullen. All I do is just point. I usually just have a some kind of, I don't know, my talking points, and I just point at them. I don't do anything crazy with the thumbnails. Shots are 13-4 in favor of Anaheim. 5:16 to go here in the first. Off the face-off, Nugent Hopkins wins it back, or Podkolzin wins it back. Sorry, here's Connor Murphy. Murphy trying to find Frederick. It looks like Frederick with Draisaitl and Podkolzin. So Knoblock with the line blender has Frederick with Podkolzin and Draisaitl. Oh, Kapanen's out there now. Here's Podkolzin trying to bring it to the net. Podkolzin waits, drops it back to Nurse. Nurse cycles it down low to Leon Draisaitl. Centers it out in front. Kapanen with the shot, and Dostal makes the save. Nice play there by the second line by Draisaitl. And as the fans have pointed out, the second line for Edmonton has been dialed in. They have been the ones getting the best chances for Edmonton, and they get another chance. Did I see the Habs game? I watched the first couple of I watched the first 2.5 periods. I never saw the overtime though. Last time you watched me, I had 5K subs or something like that. Channel grew so much. It really has. The fan engagement has been amazing. So I can't thank everyone enough. Here's Podkolzin, steps into the faceoff dot after Draisaitl was once again kicked out. Podkolzin loses it. Karlsson gives it to Minchikov. Puck is in the neutral zone. Kapanen trying to grab it. Comes across to Karlsson. Karlsson with a shot on Ingram. He makes the save, drops it for Nurse. Murphy up the half wall. Kapanen can't come up with it. Draisaitl down low to support. Here's Murphy trying to fight his way through. Yo, Nita, thank you so much for the gifted member or gifted subscription. Here's Ty Emberson. He'll give it to Darnell Nurse. Nurse through the neutral zone, up the middle of the ice. Here's Nurse with a shot on goal, saved by Dostal. Frederick in on the forecheck. Frederick can't grab it. Paling. Here's McTavish now. McTavish with the backhand in. Emberson will chase after it. Nurse can't come up with it. Lazar fights for it along the half wall. Puck in the Oilers zone again. Here's Hellison across. Hines down low. Puck played back to the point. Hines to Hellison. Hellison shot towards the goal, and they score. A 1-1 game. A tip-in goal for the Ducks. It's just a shot. They work it to the point. They throw it on net, and good things happen. That's simple hockey. Simple hockey, folks. It is a 1-1 game. Yo, Thunders, thank you so much for the gifted membership. The Ducks were doing a good job cycling. Edmonton couldn't come up with possession. A shot from distance. It's deflected over the glove of Connor Ingram. Hellison with the shot. Deflected in front by Mason McTavish. And he gets the goal for Anaheim. Ties it up. McDavid does not have a point this series. Nope. McDavid does not have a point this series. So, third line out for Edmonton now. Szymanski, Savoy, and Roslovic. Puck sent up the middle of the ice. Savoy can't come up with it. Puck played back to Wallman. Wallman to Murphy. Along the boards, up the ice, down into the Ducks zone. Dostal comes out of his crease to play it. Savoy steals the outlet pass. Anaheim with possession, though. Here come the Ducks. Here's Gauthier. He'll throw it into the middle, just out of the reach of Terry, who would have had a lane there. Puck to the blue line. Lacombe throws it around. Here's Trouba, down low to Terry. Terry against Wallman. Now Murphy throws a hit. It looks like Murphy's out there with Wallman now. Even the defense pairs are all getting jumbled here. I don't know what I'm watching from Edmonton. Here's Savoy with possession. He'll give it to Roslovic, and Roslovic takes a big hit. Can't get it down the ice. Seneca is going to watch in. Here's a shot on net. And the Oilers are going to take a penalty now, too. There's a penalty coming up to Edmonton. They blew the whistle. The Ducks had possession, but looks like Szymanski's going to the box here. Another power play for Anaheim as the Oilers are playing. This is like one of the worst periods of hockey I've seen this team play. They were not ready to go. Roslovic threw a hit, and then Szymanski came in. Oh, yeah, he high-sticked Trouba. High-sticked Trouba, folks. Oh, my God. Szymanski didn't like the hit on Roslovic, and then Szymanski gets his stick up on Trouba. He was trying to kind of stick check him, but the stick did come up. It hit Trouba in the helmet, and Anaheim with their second power play of the period. This isn't the UFC. Maybe another kill. Yeah, exactly. Maybe the Oilers should just keep killing off penalties, and then that will allow them to score at 5-on-5. Oh, this is horrifying. Anaheim is just running all over Edmonton right now. This score is flattering the Oilers, by the way. This score is absolutely 100% flattering Edmonton. Off the face-off, Karlsson. He'll give that puck to Terry. Back to Karlsson. Karlsson right circle to Karlsson. Leo Karlsson from John Karlsson. Here's Leo Karlsson. Down low. Here's Karlsson to Karlsson. Terry. John Karlsson to Leo Karlsson. Right circle. Shot towards the net. Rebound in front, and they score. And that is whacked in. A power play goal. 2-1 for the Ducks. 2-1 for the Ducks. That puck was knocked into the net. The rebound from Ingram, who has struggled with rebound control. And it is 2-1 for Anaheim. Granlund with the rebound. Carlson played it down low. Terry to Carlson. The shot from Leo Carlson off the pad, and then the rebound in front came out to Mikhail Granlund. And why is Draisaitl out there on the kill too? Draisaitl barely kills penalties. Oh my God, bro. I guess Szymanski in the box, that probably doesn't help, but now Knoblock, folks, he's going to bench Szymanski the rest of the game. Watch, he's going to punish the kid now. He's going to punish the kid. Hey, does McDavid want to wake up? Nugent Hopkins, you want to wake up? Zach Hyman, where have you been? Hello? Leadership core from Edmonton. Earth to leadership group. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, nobody took Granlund, who's just by himself in the inner slot. Murphy and Nurse just... Sure, man. Sure. Okay, Reese, so if McDavid took a penalty like that, would they punish McDavid? That's why I'm talking about accountability. They'll punish the kids, but they won't punish the veterans. That's the argument that I'm trying to make right now. And you know that. Was it a bad penalty? Absolutely. Darnell Nurse has taken 3 bad penalties that has resulted in 2 goals against this series, and he gets to play regular shifts. They don't bench him. But we know they're going to bench Szymanski because Chris Knoblock is an absolute piece of shit. You know that. Jerry, I'm going to just... My argument is Chris Knoblock rode the coattails of Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Evan Bouchard. Well, Szymanski's done more than McDavid has in this series. I'll just say that. Szymanski has actually produced. McDavid hasn't. Darnell Nurse hasn't produced. Szymanski has. In this series, Szymanski's been the better player, which is crazy because he's only played 1 game. Here's McDavid behind the net now. Top line for Edmonton. Oh, McDavid's hauled down, and there's not going to be a call there. It looked like he was kind of held up. Evan Bouchard steps up, throws a hit. Bouchard keeps the play alive. Puck into the middle, out of the reach of Nugent Hopkins, and that's sent down the ice. Now that's Darnell Nurse for you. Puck into the Duck zone. Here's Lacombe. Lacombe up the right wing. That's going to be deflected in by Anaheim. Here's Bouchard around to Ekholm. Ekholm up the boards. And that's going to be, well, for a moment it was kept alive by John Carlson, but Podkolzin up the right wing. Here's Kapanen. Kapanen with a step. Kapanen walks in. Can't get the shot off as he's checked into the boards. The Ducks right now, they're out hitting Edmonton. They're out battling them. They're making passes. They're preventing shots on goal. And here comes Carlson. Leo Carlson stops up, plays it to the point. Puck comes across to John Carlson with the shot on goal, and that goes just wide. Here's Gauthier with a shot and a save by Connor Ingram. The 20th shot on goal in the first period for Anaheim. Podkolzin across to Kapanen. Here's Podkolzin up the ice. Has some space. Shot on net off of Dostal's shoulder. Bounces out to Kapanen. Kapanen to Wallman. Wallman with a shot. That goes just wide of the net. Here's Draisaitl now. Draisaitl trying to center it out in front. Stolen. Nurse towards the goal. That goes off of his stick and wide. Puck comes around the boards and Nurse misses it. Doesn't keep it alive. And that's sent down the ice. And not icing. That was not icing, apparently. They waved it off at the last second. I would love it if Chris Knoblock did not come out for the second period. Honestly, that would make me so happy. Here's Doc around the boards. Edmonton with 8 seconds left. Murphy trying to come up with it. Here's Killorn. And look at that play by Lacombe. Just a great defensive play there by Lacombe. The period comes to an end as the Oilers get absolutely run over in the first period. Holy smokes. Ridiculous first period from Edmonton. Completely unacceptable. And we're not feeling good right now. Not feeling good about that at all. Shots are 20-7 in favor of the Ducks. But Colson got things started. He got a nice goal. I want to know what the hits were. 16-13 Anaheim in the first period. Ducks had 2 power plays. The Oilers had none. And the Oilers didn't deserve any. What did McDavid do? Literally nothing. McDavid gave the puck away 3 times. I agree. There's time to take over the game, right? This score is flattering. This is a flattering score for Edmonton. The Oilers are lucky that they are not down 4 or 5-1 right now. I'm not even kidding. I want to know what the advanced stats say. I want to know. Yeah, that tracks. There's the deserved win-o-meter for folks. Look at all the chances that Anaheim had. Look at all the shots from the inner circle. 2.28 to 0.4 expected goals that period for Anaheim. The Oilers are not even close to the Ducks level right now. They're not even close. Not even close. Chris Knoblock did not have his guys ready to go. His lineup combinations are not working. Nugent Hopkins is a ghost, an absolute ghost. Connor McDavid is a shell of whatever he was in the regular season. Crazy, man, that they came out and this is the effort that Edmonton gave for the first period. And we know how the second periods have gone for Edmonton in this series too. So Podkolzin got things started. We'll quickly look at the edge visualizer on this one. There was a shift where Podkolzin was with Hyman and Draisaitl. It was just after a power play for Anaheim. The puck came out in front. Podkolzin steals it, shoots it, beats Dostal. That made it 1-0 for the Oilers. But then the Ducks, they're pressing, right? This goal only came a couple minutes later. Anaheim's just working the cycle. Puck comes across. Hellison with the shot and it's deflected in front by McTavish. There isn't really much Ingram could do on that one. And then the Ducks' second goal was a shot off of a rebound. You have Nurse standing in front of Ingram here, but Leo Carlson gets the shot and then Connor Ingram off of his pad and into the high slot, inner circle here, or inner slot. Nobody's there to take Granlund. He pops it into the wide open net. 2-1 Anaheim. And I'm genuinely curious what the time on ice was here. Oh my God. Draisaitl played 7:09. Kapanen 6:14. Nugent Hopkins played more than McDavid. That's actually crazy, dude. What? Trent Frederick played 2:31. Colton Dach played 2:34. Curtis Lazar played 2:51. What is the point of dressing these players if you're not going to play them? What is the point? Brutal, man. Szymanski took a penalty. Bad penalty by Szymanski. I'm not arguing that. That was a bad penalty. You can't just retaliate like that. It was a good hit on Rozovic. There was no reason for Szymanski to jump in there. Hyman only played 4:34 in that period. Savoy played 5:29. The goal for Edmonton came from Podkolzin. Oh, just not good enough, man. But Bino shot 20-7 after the first period is absolutely horrifying. Giveaways, there's no way Edmonton only had 2. See, the NHL, the way they track giveaways doesn't work for me. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Why is there a Colorado logo? What is that? I have to change that. Hold on. We're going to get the Ducks logo in here. A Colorado logo. Jesus. Oh, boy. Can you fire a coach during the playoffs? Absolutely. I mean, you could. I don't know if they would, but you could. Haven't watched, so that's a good thing. You have not missed much, my friend. You have not missed much. Listen, if you're tuning in, whether you're cheering for the Oilers or the Ducks, maybe you're a fan of someone else, and you're just tuning in to see my reaction, the least you can do is just hit that like button for me. That would be great. I have to go cool off for a little bit, all right? Yo, no, da Popo. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I am going to be right back, all right? I hope you enjoy the next 10 minutes with Chair. If you're a member on YouTube, spam the chair emote, all right? I would love it, Gold. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. But I will be back, folks. 10-minute break here. I got to take a breather. I got to get some water. We got to calm down, right? We got to just calm down a little bit. So I'll be back very shortly. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button yet. We'll be back for period 2. God help the Edmonton Oilers. And also, I would love it if Knoblock just did not come out for the second. I would love it if he didn't come out for the second period. All right. The Oilers better come out in the second period, and they better have the period of their lives. This better be the best second period of the entire season. Anything less will be a problem. Just putting that out there right now. Anything less than the best second period of the season for Edmonton is going to be a big problem. So what's happening? The Oilers are getting absolutely run over by the Anaheim Ducks right now. The Oilers continue to do the same thing over and over again on their breakouts. Have their wingers up the ice, trying to stretch the ice. And the Anaheim Ducks, you know what they're doing? They're playing like the Florida Panthers did against Edmonton. I don't know, John. I don't have the answers anymore. I don't think any of us have the answers anymore. Maybe change the jersey. I mean, I don't know. If they're still, I'll change jerseys in the third period if they're still down. I agree, Cajun, 100%. Cannot give up anything here in the second. Well, good coaches adjust. Joel Quenneville has won numerous Stanley Cups for a reason, right? Stanley Cup winning coaches know how to coach against the Edmonton Oilers. Chris Knoblock is being exposed right now. He got exposed 2 years in a row by Paul Maurice. He's being exposed by Joel Quenneville. What do these coaches have that are different than what Chris Knoblock has or doesn't have? Well, Chris Knoblock doesn't have a cup. Joel Quenneville has 3, I think, as a head coach. Paul Maurice now has 2. Yo, Human Notes, welcome back. Thank you so much for the 13 months. It was 1-0 when I got up. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, well, it's not that anymore. Do I like Cadbury mini eggs? Yeah, I like Cadbury mini eggs. I think they're tasty. Eggies are also good. I like them both. Is Pickard here? Oh yeah, Calvin Pickard's with the team. I hope you're not going to say goaltending would change things for Edmonton, because I don't think it will. I mean, Connor Ingram's been playing great in this game. Can we get Bruce Casting mid-playoffs? I would love that. Absolutely love that, dude. All right, second period about to start. Draisaitl wins the face-off. They better get going here. They better get going. Like I said, smash that like button, folks. If you haven't hit the like button yet, let's see if the Oilers have a better second. Here's Connor Murphy. Well, the Oilers are already forechecking, which is more than they did in the first. Here's Connor Murphy. He'll try and play the puck into the Ducks zone, around the boards, off the glass. Draisaitl keeps the puck alive towards the net, and a save by Dostal into the glove from distance. That shot would have went wide, so I don't think that's going to actually count as a shot on goal. I eat bread. I'm glad you eat bread. That makes me really happy. Hey, we'll see you later, Hyper Spiky. I love the Oilers spam. Love it. Spam the Oilers emote. You got to do whatever we can to get this team going here. That's rude. That's rude, Erica. I hope Dallas loses now, just because you're mean to me. Just kidding. Here's Draisaitl along the half wall. Across the ice. Nurse with a shot. That's blocked in front by Moore. Throws it up the ice to Washi. Washi sends it down. Here's Murphy, loses it, centered out in front. Going to be taken by Podkolzin, and here's Nurse. Nurse stops up. Plays it around the boards, behind his net to Murphy. Murphy can't make a play, and Anaheim keeps it alive. Here come the Ducks now. Here's Carlson. Centered it out in front, and the shot went just high and over the net by Gauthier. Here's Szymanski. He's holding on to it. Szymanski drops it back for Murphy. Murphy flips it through the neutral zone. Puck is going to be brought in to the Ducks end. Looks like Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and Szymanski right now. Here's Wallman behind the Oilers' goal. Emberson up the ice, and there's Hyman on the ice as well. Interesting. I don't know what this line is. Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and Szymanski. All right, so Chris Knoblock continuing to completely change his lines here. He's shuffling like crazy now. You know why? Because Chris Knoblock doesn't know how to adjust. He's being exposed and he's panicking. Chris Knoblock is panicking. I'm glad he didn't bench Szymanski. I'm glad. That's the one thing that I'm happy he didn't do. Let Szymanski play. Here come the Ducks now up the ice with speed. Here's a puck on Ingram with the save. Held by Ingram. 18:09 to play here in the second. Yep. Full-on line blender. Full-on line blender. True, Mr. Doom. Right? But again, it just shows that instead of adjusting tactics, he's adjusting the lines, though. Like, Anaheim adjusted their tactics after the first period in game 1 and took over. Same with game 2. They adjusted how they were attacking, and they were becoming very effective at it. The Oilers, instead of changing tactics, all Knoblock does is just change the lines around. You also negative. Hey, Coolistic, it's okay, man. You don't got to pay attention to the chat. Fans are just expressing themselves. They're frustrated at how this game's going, but the Oilers can absolutely come back here. There's no question about it. Here's a play into the middle. Shot on net by Roslovic and a good save by Dostal. So Edmonton already a couple shots early here. Better start here in the second for the Oilers. Hey, appreciate that, Ven. Thank you. Just shoot everything on net. Exactly. Shoot everything on net. Literally everything. Here's a puck one back to Bouchard. He'll play it to McDavid. Fans on his backhand. McDavid is checked off the puck by Lacombe. Has McDavid held onto the puck for more than 3 seconds in this game? Puck is sent through the neutral zone. Here's VL. Loses it to Bouchard. Bouchard gives it to McDavid with speed. McDavid steps into the offensive zone behind the Ducks net. Centers it out in front to Roslovic, and that shot goes wide. A stick went flying. And here's a dump in by Anaheim. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say, Erica. What on earth are you doing? You need to relax. Here's Savoy. He'll dump the puck in deep. Savoy chasing after it against John Carlson. John Carlson reverses to Lacombe. Here's Jackson Lacombe. He does a little spin against Frederick. Puck sent deep into the Oilers' end. Granlund chases after it against Emberson. Throws a hit. Here's Colton Dock. Across the ice, that puck is going to be knocked forward by Minchikov, who does a good job stepping up. Frederick can't move the puck up the ice. Here's Emberson now. He'll give it across to Wallman. Wallman up the middle, and that's going to be icing. Unforced icing by Wallman, so the Ducks get an offensive zone draw now. He scored 6 own goals this season. Oh no. Noted. I'll let the team know that. Hey, when Hellison's on the ice, just shoot it towards him. All right, here's the face-off here. They just showed a little montage of McDavid just not really being effective on the ice, so McDavid right now looks mortal, and that's not good for Edmonton. They need him to be better than that. Even McDavid as a mortal is obviously still better than most players in the league, but right now McDavid's struggling, no question about it. Here's a puck up to Frederick. Frederick to Lazar. Here's Lazar, enters the offensive zone. Lazar takes a hit. Frederick in on the forecheck, just out of his reach. Doc throws a hit now, and Frederick picks it up. Centers to Nurse. Nurse to Draisaitl. Draisaitl trying to play it back to the point. Draisaitl puts it around the boards. Connor Murphy will pick it up. Here's Draisaitl on the forecheck to Kapanen. Kapanen shoots, and he scores! Kasperi Kapanen ties the game, and once again, it's the Draisaitl line. Kapanen's third goal of the series has got the Oilers tied back up again. Leon Draisaitl, again, gives it to Kapanen, and Kapanen snipes it past Dostal. 2 goals on 10 shots for Edmonton, and this game is tied. Cheeks Kapanen. Nice job by Draisaitl. Finds Kapanen, and a great shot from Kapanen. Look at his reaction on that, too. He is pumped right up. as the Oilers have tied this thing up. It's that second line again. This line for Edmonton has been their best line. Great line there for the Oilers. Great shift and a nice finish by Kapanen. Well, Draisaitl's been the better player this series than McDavid, that's for sure. Yeah, Franklin, he's chilling. Off the face-off. Draisaitl can't win it. Comes to Minchikov. To John Carlson up the right wing. Dumped in deep. Ingram out of his net. Ingram on his backhand around the boards. That's going to be kept alive by Granlund. Puck comes in the middle. Cut off by Nurse. Nurse to Podkolzin. Up the ice to Draisaitl. He'll enter the Duck zone. Bobbles it for a moment into the middle. Here's Nurse. Walks in. Can't get the shot off. He's behind the Ducks net. Trying to center it. Here's Podkolzin now. He'll play it back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl leaves it for Podkolzin just out of his reach. Podkolzin can't keep up possession here. And it'll be sent back into the Oilers' end. Here's Wallman to Emberson. Emberson up the left wing. Dumped in by Roslovic. Chased after by Savoy. Roslovic picks it up on his backhand. Down low to McDavid. McDavid. Roslovic. Shot from Ekholm with a shot and a good save by Dostal. Here come the Ducks now. Kreider. He'll give it to McTavish. McTavish on his forehand. Plays it to the point. Here's Lacombe. Lacombe walks in behind the net trying to go short side there on Ingram. And Ducks maintain possession. And here's a steal. And here comes a 2-on-1. Potential 3-on-1. McDavid with Savoy. Here's McDavid trying to center it out in front. And that's blocked. McDavid chose not to shoot. And that puck is going to go up the ice. 3-on-1 for Edmonton. McDavid with the puck. Tried to pass it through a body. It goes off of the Duck and down the ice. Here's McDavid again. He'll enter the Duck zone. McDavid stops up. Plays it to Bouchard towards the net. Puck bouncing around the blue paint. And they score! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gives the Oilers the lead. A shot from distance. Dostal doesn't handle the rebound, and Nugent-Hopkins puts it in and gives Edmonton the lead. Simple hockey. Work it to the blue line. Just shoot it on the net. Good things happen. Oh, here's Franklin. He's coming to calm me down, folks. Franklin's coming to calm me down. The shot from Bouchard. Dostal couldn't cover it, and nice job by Nugent-Hopkins on the back door. He picks up that rebound. Then the top line finally gets themselves on the board here. Finally gets himself on the board. All right, I don't know where Franklin went. He was letting me know to calm down. Franklin was like, hey, I'm trying to sleep. So the Oilers now have the lead. Nugent-Hopkins finds himself on the scoreboard. Bouchard with the shot. And Dostal hasn't looked sharp in this one. So if you're Edmonton, you got to find a way to take advantage of this. The Oilers with the lead after being down. Human Notes with the $2 super chat. Maybe Ducks will lose some steam. Well, looks like they've lost a little bit here. The Oilers have taken the crowd out of it too. Here's Anaheim. Oh, off the benches. Doc. Colton Doc picks it up. Shot on net and a save by Dostal. And he'll hang on to that. No rebound. As Edmonton will head into the commercial break up by 1. They've scored 2 goals here early in the second, and the crowd is out of it. Hockey over the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I also think I missed a gifted membership as well. Let me just make sure that Human Notes became a member. Major General with the $5 super chat. Hyper with the $5 super chat as well. Thank you so much. Cam at the $5. Thunder sent a gifted membership. And then Alive with the $2.79 when I crash out and turn on TV and they dominate. Yeah, there you go. It's like every time the fan base gets as low as humanly possible with where the team is at, it's like the team goes, you know what? We're actually good. We know how to play hockey now. No, you can't crash out, Erica. I mean, you could. I'm not going to stop you, but... It did escalate very quickly, Zach. But it's nice to see that line connect for Edmonton. Nugent-Hopkins scored the assist to Bouchard, and Connor McDavid finally gets his first point. Oh, my God. McDavid finally with his first point of this series. That goal from Nugent-Hopkins. Kapanen and Nugent-Hopkins have scored 2 goals and about 2 minutes apart from each other in the second. as the Oilers have taken the lead. Draisaitl is 4th assist of the series. Bouchard gets his first point as well, so that's absolutely massive, folks. Absolutely massive. Yo, Crux with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Crux Deluxe. Appreciate that, my friend. Can we do 4-2? I mean, at this point, I'm just looking for the Oilers to play simple hockey. And that last goal was simple hockey. You just throw a puck on net and then get a rebound. Again, Draisaitl on the forecheck. He gives it to Kapanen and he just beats Dostal. All right, so Draisaitl's out there to take the draw. Here's Draisaitl. He'll step in against Killorn. Draisaitl off the faceoff. Kapanen with the shot, and that goes wide of the net. Behind the net, John Carlson up the right side. Here come the Ducks now with some speed through the neutral zone. Granlund, left circle, down low. Back to Granlund with the one-timer, blocked by Podkolzin, and that might have hurt him. He's down. Here's a one-time attempt by Seneca, and he whiffed on that. Ducks continuing to forecheck here. Here's Seneca. He's going to lose it. It'll come back to the neutral zone. Beckett Seneca against Kapanen. Seneca winds it up, plays it across to Granlund. Granlund towards the goal, out of the reach of Seneca. Crowd wanted a penalty there. Another shot towards the Oilers' goal, and that's stopped by Connor Ingram. Just the second shot that Ingram has faced this period. And looks like Podkolzin is in some pain on the bench. He blocked a shot, so hopefully Podkolzin's okay. The last thing this team needs is another injury to one of their guys. So Podkolzin's getting talked to by the trainer. He blocked a shot on the outside of the foot there. I think he'll be okay. Probably. Hopefully. Please be okay, Podkolzin. But the Oilers have come out with some authority here in the second, which is a good sign. There's still life in this team. It seems like when their backs are against the walls, they figure out how to play hockey. Would love it if they just played hockey right at the start of the game, but... Oh, no. Podkolzin's going down the tunnel. Oh, my God. Okay, well, that's not ideal. Podkolzin is going down the tunnel, blocked a shot off the foot, and hopefully Podkolzin comes back because they're already dealing with so many injuries. Off the face-off, here's Hines. Cycles it around the boards. Colton Dach is going to take a hit, but he doesn't get the puck out. Anaheim sends it back in deep. Here's McTavish, checked by Nurse. Up to Dach on his backhand to Lazar. Lazar trying to get by Washy. Lazar is still fighting for that puck. Here's Trent Frederick now along the half wall to Lazar. Lazar trying to pick it up. Fourth line for Edmonton trying to keep the puck in the zone. It's sent down the ice towards Ingram, and that's going to go wide of Ingram. That's going to be icing. So the Oilers will hopefully get a line matchup here that they want on the icing by the Ducks. Podkolzin's back on the bench. It's all good. He'll be okay. Fent Frederick, my goat. Janmark's on standby. No! All right, here's McDavid with Roslovic and Savoy. Off the faceoff, McDavid loses it. Anaheim up the boards into the feet of McTavish. He'll play it into the neutral zone. And it's lost by Bouchard. And here's a shot attempt on Paling. Yo, Mauricio, thank you so much. Welcome to the locker room. Enjoy your custom emotes. Appreciate that. Here's a backhand by Lacombe, and that went just high and over the net. Here's a shot by Trouba, and that also goes wide. The Ducks back on the attack here. Shot towards Ingram. Good save. Rebound in front, and that puck is cleared. Here's McDavid now applying a little bit of pressure on Leo Carlsson. Carlson's going to wind it up. Leo Carlsson through the neutral zone. He drops it for Trouba. Trouba checked by McDavid. McDavid across to Ekholm on his backhand. He plays it up the right boards. Roslovic was skating into the middle of the ice. Anaheim's going to send it back to their defense. Lacombe plays it to Gauthier. Here's a shot by Carlsson. That's stopped by Ingram. Easy save. Edmonton trying to grab possession. Here's Zach Hyman now. He'll try and ship it by Minchikov. Hyman chasing after it. He'll throw a hit in the corner against John Carlson. Szymanski can't come up with possession. Here's Nugent-Hopkins with the steal. Nugent-Hopkins to Hyman. Down low to Nugent-Hopkins. Around the boards to the point. Here's Wallman. Wallman to Nugent-Hopkins. Cycles it down low. Szymanski trying to come up for it for Edmonton. Here's Ty Emberson in on the forecheck now. Emberson centered. Puck to the point. Nobody there for the Oilers as I don't know where the coverage was there, but the puck came back in Edmonton's end of the ice. Here's Draisaitl up the ice. It's going to be icing on Edmonton, but oh man, they're going to say Podkolzin did not get there first. All right, so icing on Edmonton. Who scored the last 2 goals? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Kasperi Kapanen. You got a Wyatt Johnston jersey, dude? That's pretty cool. All right, Draisaitl will take the face-off. Defensive zone draw, wins it back to Emberson. Emberson across to Wallman. Wallman up the ice. Here's Draisaitl now. He's trying to chip it forward, loses it, and Anaheim will grab it. Here's McTavish up the middle, picked off by Wallman. Podkolzin sends it in deep. He'll chase after it. The Ducks through the middle of the ice to Poehling. Here's Lacombe now. Enters the zone. Kasperi Kapanen with the high flip through the neutral zone. Edmonton, the last couple minutes, the Ducks have kind of maintained possession here, but here's a shot by McTavish, and that's saved by Ingram. Rebound pops out. And here's Leo Carlson, sorry. He'll play it to the point. John Carlson loses it to Nurse. Here's Kapanen to Draisaitl. Drops it for McDavid. McDavid trying to play it along the half wall. McDavid's double teamed again. Cannot keep the possession, and the Ducks will come away with it. Gauthier against Bouchard goes down, and here comes McDavid. McDavid's got Rozovic. Potential breakaway, and good stick by the Anaheim defense to break that up. Bouchard down low. McDavid leaves it for Bouchard. Across, here's Ekholm with a shot towards the net, saved by Dostal. Puck bounced in front. Connor McDavid will pick it up. Here's McDavid, centers it to Savoy, and he's checked off the puck. Rozovic, he'll grab the puck from the air. McDavid trying to get it back to Bouchard against Gauthier. Here's Bouchard, keeps the cycle alive for a moment. Here's McDavid with a shot and a good save by Dostal on McDavid. I think that's McDavid's first shot of the game. 3-2 Oilers. 8:53 to go here in the second period. I agree. The Oilers are playing better this period for sure. Hey, it's all good, Cam. No worries. Well, that's Oilers hockey, folks. We're so back. It's so over. This is the worst hockey game I've ever played. Oh, the Oilers are actually good. Like that meme of the chart of how the fans feel. Right? That's true, Mr. Doom. They are, Gordon. You have the Penguins winning in 7. Ooh, that's some Delulu, but hey, listen, I'm not going to judge you too harshly for that. Who's in goal? It's Ingram for Edmonton, and then Dostal for the Ducks. Ingram's been phenomenal, by the way. Connor Ingram is the reason why the Oilers are leading. Connor Ingram is the reason why this game was not 5 or 6-1 for the Ducks after the first period. Roller coaster. Exactly. Roller coaster. I just answered your question, Jeremy. It's so over. We're so back. It's so over. I have seen a Goofy movie. I actually enjoy that movie a lot. Good childhood movie. I like it. It's fun. No, that's true. The rebound control for Ingram is a little shaky. What's the score in the Utah game now? It was 4-0. Now it's 4-1 heading to the third. Utah only has 11 shots on goal. Oof. Did I see myself on Sportsnet? People sent me pictures. People sent me photos of, they showed me during the anthem up close without a hat on. I'm surprised Erica didn't let me know about my hairline during the anthems. Hey, no worries, Chelsea. All good. Here's VL. Sends it in deep. Murphy leaves it for Colton Dock. Colton Dock to Frederick. Frederick trying to dump it in. Doesn't get it in deep. Darnell Nurse trying to flip it up the middle of the ice, and that's stolen by Moore. Moore, nice defensive play by Lazar, covering for Nurse there. Nurse will skate it up. Here's Nurse. He'll hit the red line. He'll send it in deep. Around the boards. Oh, man, Trouba loses it, and here's McDavid, and McDavid bobbles it again and loses the handle of it. Here come the Ducks. Lacombe, shot on goal. Easy save for Connor Ingram. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Bouchard trying to make a play. Ekholm supports. McDavid down low also to support, and here's Matt Savoy. Savoy across the ice to Ekholm. Ekholm pokes the puck forward. That's going to be a high stick. I thought that was going to be a high stick on the Ducks, but I guess not. Here's Granlund to Seneca. Seneca tried to get a shot. He whiffed on it, and McDavid will skate it up. McDavid will actually just flip it through the neutral zone and just gave up possession for no reason. And here's Granlund now against Bouchard. Good job by Bouchard to take the body, prevents the shot. I'm going to need Connor McDavid to lock in here. Anaheim with possession. Here's Michikov with a shot, and that goes high and over the goal. Another shot towards the net. Rebound is loose, and a score. Killorn makes it a 3-3 game. That rebound control from Ingram is sketchy, but Connor McDavid's giveaway in the neutral zone, absolutely unacceptable. That top line from Edmonton again. Connor McDavid had a chance to get that puck deep. He did not. That allowed Anaheim to attack on transition. The Oilers had tired bodies on the ice. That is on Connor McDavid. That is completely unacceptable by the captain. The initial shot that came towards Ingram, it was up high. He couldn't corral the rebound. And then Bouchard also just not aware of where anyone is on the ice. He's puck watching. Absolutely puck watching. McDavid with just an awful giveaway in the neutral zone. And then Evan Bouchard doesn't take Killorn, who's wide open on the back door. And it's a 3-3 game. So the rebound control by Ingram is not good. But I don't fully blame Ingram because that shot should have never happened if McDavid had just got the puck deep. He gave the puck away for no reason. It's absolutely unacceptable from the captain. Here's a puck towards Dostal. Hyman trying to get a stick on that. And Dostal is just going to hang on to it. Yep. Now, obviously, Bouchard is just puck watching, so he doesn't know where Killorn is on the ice, which is a problem. But that play, like that puck should have never even got back in the offensive zone like that. If McDavid had just made the right play in the neutral zone, that doesn't happen. Brutal, man. Brutal. So McDavid's going to get a minus for that, and everything good that he did earlier to help set up a goal, he just gave it right back. It's unacceptable from the captain. Just straight up. Unacceptable. Here's Wallman, finds Szymanski. Nugent Hopkins will play it in for Zach Hyman. Hyman in the left circle. He'll go behind the Ducks net. Hyman brings it back on his forehand. He'll play it to the point. I mean, that was just not a good pass by Hyman over the stick of Draisaitl. Oh, and a giveaway by Wallman, and the Ducks are going to bring it in. Gauthier now. Here's a shot on net by VL, and that doesn't make it to the net. Here's Kapanen. He's going to get on his feet here. He's going to put on the Jets. He can't come up with the puck, though. Carlson up the ice into the neutral zone. Terry to Gauthier. Gauthier hangs on to it. Plays it back to the point. Play comes to Terry. Shot by Carlson and a good save by Connor Ingram. Oh my goodness gracious, fellas. So the Oilers with the 3-2 lead, and it's like they decided, oh, we're just going to sit back now and not go on the attack. It's crazy, man. This team's driving me nuts tonight. Mick needs a factory reset. The Monstars stole McDavid's mojo. It's so funny you mentioned that. I was talking about the Monstars earlier today with my dad, saying that the Ottawa Senators last night in the final 4 minutes of the third period looked like the Monstars took all of Ottawa's hockey skill. Ottawa couldn't even make a simple pass in the final 4 minutes yesterday. I agree. Protect the lead hockey is brutal. How are we feeling right now? Frustrated. I'm frustrated at how Edmonton has played. I'm frustrated at how Knoblock has managed his lineup. I'm frustrated at McDavid for playing absolutely horrifyingly bad. Here's Connor Murphy. He'll send that puck in deep into the Duck zone. John Carlson will play it up to Kreider. Kreider up into the neutral zone. That's great. That's a crazy thing to say. Oh, man, and Murphy's knocked down to the ice. Nice job by Nurse. He pokes it forward. Edmonton trying to skate up. Almost had an odd man break. And McDavid's out there with Draisaitl now. They've loaded up McDavid and Draisaitl. Yay! Good job, Knoblock. Draisaitl will go for his change. Okay, it was just a late change for Draisaitl. I thought that was a purposeful load up. I was not happy about that. But you do have McDavid out there with Colton Dach. Puck comes to McDavid. He'll leave it for Dach. Puck in his feet. He'll skate it forward. Dach, Frederick, and McDavid. I'm not sure what this line is for Edmonton, and that puck is sent out of play. And we're going to have a commercial break. I don't know what these lines are, man. I don't know what these lines are. This is just... Knoblock is playing hopeful coaching right now. It's like he's just hoping that what he does is going to work. How is the chat feeling? How's everyone at home feeling? Make sure you hit that like button, by the way. Hit that like button. The viewership right now is off the charts, so thank you so much. That's true, Jeremy. Pretty chill. All right, Louie. I like it. Feeling great. There you go, Coolistic. Marine Plumber says Ducks in 6. Could definitely happen. It's tied and it feels like we're down 2. Well, look at the shot totals, man, and the chances against. It's playoff hockey. I'm stressed. That's fair. Hopefully you're not too stressed. Hopefully we're drinking water, right? Stay hydrated. Deep breaths. Even though I'm not good at doing that. Oh, I know. There's always people that come in and troll. The best part about the trolls, though, is like they have to be subscribed for at least 10 minutes to like even comment during the stream. So the fact that they would wait at least 10 minutes to get that ability to troll, I respect the dedication. I respect the dedication of the craft. Yo, Richard with the $2 super chat. This team fills my soul hate. Oh, no. You saw me on TV last game, yeah, during the anthems. A lot of people saw me, which is pretty cool. There was a camera guy right in front of me the whole game. Are we down 3-3 or up 3-3? We're down 3-3. Been drinking Mountain Dew all day. There you go. I like it. So Szymanski, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins is the line for the Oilers. Szymanski wins it back. Here's Hyman to Bouchard. Around the boards, Szymanski in a fight for it against Trouba. Here's Hyman trying to come up with it. Nugent Hopkins leaves it for Bouchard. And that's just out of the reach of Szymanski. Lacombe will move it up the ice. Sent around. Ekholm leaves it. Here's VL around the boards. Here's Minchikov. Hey, I appreciate that, Marine. I don't think I could, but I appreciate that. Along the half wall, Gauthier down low, out of the reach of VL. Here's Carlson, drops it back. Nugent Hopkins steals it from him. Here's Nugent Hopkins with the high flip down the ice. Hyman chases after it, and I mean, is there going to be a penalty there on... Interesting. I thought there was going to be interference called on the Ducks. No call. And here's Murphy. Yo, Alex with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. The crowd is chanting "Ref, you suck" to a play where I thought the Ducks got away with the penalty instead of the Oilers. So that's interesting. As if the Ducks haven't had 2 power plays to the Oilers 0. The Oilers do not have a power play in this game yet, by the way. Here's McDavid behind his net to Darnell Nurse. Nurse will throw it up the middle. Comes to Savoy. Savoy with a hard rim around. Look at how McDavid's moving right now. He's barely moving his feet. He's on the ice, but he doesn't look like he's engaged with where the puck is. Here's Terry, with the shot. Terry, that goes wide. Granlund does a good job to keep that alive. Look at Granlund with the stick handles, and he gives it to Terry. He'll play it across. Here's Lacombe with a shot, and the deflection went just wide. Here's Killorn now. Ducks making a change. Another shot. Puck goes off of. Oh, my God. What the heck was that? They're going to say no goal. The puck went into the net. Granlund looks like he has scored the go-ahead goal. It looked like Murphy tried to bat it out of the air, and it went off of something and in. Let's see. I need to see the replay of this. So they're saying it was a high stick into the net. So I do want to see the replay here. If Sportsnet, hey, Sportsnet, you want to show the fans what's going on? Thank you. Puck came towards the net. Murphy. Oh, yeah, that's a high stick. That's no goal. Yeah, Granlund absolutely hit that out of the air with a high stick. Yeah, that's a high stick. For sure. No way that counts. So Rozovic was trying. I thought Rozovic batted it into his own net, like with his glove, but yeah, that's definitely a high stick by Granlund. That goal doesn't count. I'm with you, Dan. I'm with you. So yeah, I think they're obviously reviewing it, but that's a pretty easy call in my opinion. That looks like a high stick to me. No goal. Oilers caught a break. Yeah. Oilers got to get going here, man. And guess what? That was the top line again. That was McDavid's line again that was almost on the ice for another goal against. So yeah, definitely a high stick, no goal. Good hand-eye coordination though by Granlund. We'll give Granlund credit for the good baseball swing there. But that was the top line for Edmonton. That would have been McDavid on the ice for another goal against if that had counted, man. Like, crowd chanting, ref, you suck for some reason. It's obviously no goal. Here's Draisaitl with speed. He'll play it to Bouchard. Bouchard, what a move. Here's Bouchard towards the net. Good save by Dostal. Wow. Bouchard almost came up with it. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Ducks now. Seneca across. Shot on net. Goes wide of the net. I don't know if Ingram got a piece of that. And this game is opened up. Here comes Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl. Here's Nuge with Draisaitl and Kapanen. Where's Podkolzin? Why is Nugent Hopkins out there with Draisaitl? Here's Bouchard. Giveaway in the neutral zone. Killorn picks it up. Here's a play across the ice. Nice play by Nugent Hopkins. Hyman trying to poke it forward. And a 2-on-1 for Edmonton. McDavid with Nuge. Here's McDavid to Nuge. Oh, good play by Lacombe. He blocked it. Centering pass to Hyman. And that goes high and over the goal. Oh, my God. Here's Lacombe now. He'll try and play it up the left boards. Killorn down into the Oilers' end. Ekholm trying to come up with it. Ekholm along the half wall. Ty Emberson through the neutral zone. Here's Colton Dock. He'll play it to Frederick. Here comes Dock now. Dock towards the goal and off the outside of the net, maybe high and wide. Is McDavid still out there? McDavid's out there with Dock now? I don't know. I think he needs a change. Should have been a goal? What do you mean? Here's McDavid across to Frederick towards the goal. Easy save for Dostal. It was clearly a high stick, Moraine, if that's what you're talking about. It was clearly a high stick. Around the boards, here's Leon Draisaitl off the bench, plays it to Doc. And, well, Murphy tried to keep the play alive, and that goes out of play. Does McDavid have I don't know what's going on with McDavid, dude. He is struggling right now. All right. Let's relax. I don't mind having some fun, but let's stick to the hockey here, folks. Let's stick to the hockey. Let's stick to the game. That's true, Erica. Yeah. McDavid is clearly not 100%. He's not moving very well today. He does not have much speed. Yo, what's going on, noob? Here's Kapanen off the faceoff. Draisaitl can't come up with it. Draisaitl's slow to get up here, and the Ducks will skate it up. Yo, Jack Michael said the Ducks will bust out. You got to relax, Jack. Here's Podkolzin across to Kapanen. Kapanen up the ice to Nurse. Nurse stepping up. Podkolzin drops it. Kapanen. Here's Podkolzin down low, and that's going to be picked off by Minchikov. Nice job by Podkolzin. He steals it, and he'll send it back into the Ducks zone. I'm with you, Crux. I'm with you. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Here's Ingram along the glass. And that does get out, and Jack Rosovic's got some speed here, trying to pressure Trouba. Trouba goes down. Here's Savoy. McDavid with the one-timer, and he missed the net. He had a wide-open net. How does McDavid miss that? Oh, my God. All he had to do was just settle it and put it in. It was a 3-on-1, and McDavid just missed the net. Oh, this is so bad, man. Here's Paling, or McTavish trying to reach for a puck. Bouchard will grab it. McDavid now skates it through the neutral zone. Here's McDavid. Stops up. Plays it to the blue line to Bouchard. Back to McDavid over his stick. Behind the Ducks net. McDavid throws a hit. Bouchard pokes it forward. McDavid can't come up with it. Here's Killorn. Here's Carlson. 7 seconds left in the period. They're just going to eat the clock here. Oh, maybe the Ducks will bring it up. One last chance for a shot. No, they will not get it on net as the second period comes to an end. McDavid's the first player off the ice, and it looks like he's laboring a little bit. It's tough to tell, though. Tough to tell if McDavid is laboring or not. So was it a better second period for Edmonton? Yes. Is that saying much? Absolutely not. I think the Oilers are lucky to be tied right now. The shots that period were 12-11 in favor of Edmonton after being outshot 20-7 in the first. Yikes. Like goal 250, sweet. If you haven't hit the like button on today's video or today's live stream yet, make sure you hit that like button. Oh boy. So the second period, Kapanen scored to make it 3-2 Edmonton. Puck is going to be worked around by Murphy. It's going to be picked up by Draisaitl. Again, simple hockey. In on the forecheck, you center it, get into an open area. Kapanen, he beats Dostal glove side. That made it a 2-2 hockey game. And then Nugent Hopkins made it a 3-2 game, assisted by Bouchard and McDavid. The first point of the series for McDavid. Again, simple hockey. Plays it to Bouchard. Shot on net, rebound. Nugent Hopkins picks it up, and he stuffs it home. That gave the Oilers the lead, but then Alex Killorn after. Now, you're not going to see this on the Edge visualizer, but McDavid, about 20 seconds before this goal went in, he had the puck right here at his own blue line. And instead of getting a high flip down the ice, instead of carrying it through the neutral zone, carrying it to the red line, and then dumping it, he did a lazy little slow flip that went to the Ducks blue line, and they brought it back in on transition quickly. They started up their cycle. They had tired bodies on the ice. And again, Anaheim, they're just working the puck around. Shot misses. Another shot from Carlson towards the net, right? You have Ekholm on the back door trying to cover Granlund. You have Alex Killorn wide open. Matt Savoy maybe a little bit too far over here. Not on the side of the ice that he needs, but Evan Bouchard, puck watching, completely loses where Killorn is. Again, it's the top line of Edmonton. It's Connor McDavid's line. Every time he's out there, there are big, big problems. And another goal against for McDavid. But the fact that this team is tied after 2 in a game that they have no business being in. McDavid leads all forwards in time on ice for Edmonton with 14:59. Draisaitl 13:29. Kapanen 12:22. Savoy 11:13. Podkolzin's only played 10:21. Rosovic's played 10:12. Lazar and Frederick both under 6 minutes so far in this game. Colton Dock is 6:06. Szymanski's played 7:49. Hyman's only played 9:05. So Zach Hyman is clearly not 100%. Otherwise, he would be higher up in the ice time category. I think Zach Hyman's fighting something right now, too, if I'm going to be completely honest. When it comes to the defense here, Nurse has played the most for Edmonton. Emerson has played only 8:53. Bouchard's kind of in the middle tonight. He has 1 assist, plus minus of 0. Murphy, +2. Nurse, a +1. That's been the best defense pair for the Oilers here. This game is a series changer. If the Oilers can steal one here, like this would be the definition of stealing one. Right? This would be the definition of you steal one on the road. And Connor Ingram is a big reason why this game is tied. Look at the deserve to win meter, dude. Look at the Anaheim Ducks, man. The Oilers don't deserve this one, but the fact that they could still come out on top is crazy. Look at these are all of Anaheim's shot attempts, by the way. Look how many are coming from within 5 feet of the blue paint, man. Expected goals in all situations, 3.34 to 1.63 at 5-on-5. A little bit more even, but the Ducks still have the edge at 5-on-5 here. I agree. Now, I'm not going to get too mad at people for being negative because obviously the team hasn't been playing good, right? Like, it's tough to be really positive when the team is, like, clearly struggling a lot. But the fact that this team can win this hockey game, they just need to play a good third period. Play a solid third period. That's it. Win the third. They're lucky to be tied, but let's win the third period. So we're going to do our best to be positive heading to the third. It's a tie game. We say, even Stevens. It's even Stevens. Out of town scoreboard, by the way, if anyone wants to know, the Mammoths still only have 11 shots on goal. They have 4 goals in this game. The Golden Knights have 1. So Vegas, look at Utah potentially stealing a game here as well. I actually kind of want to know what the deserved to win-o-meter is in that one. Yeah, Vegas, the deserved to win-o-meter is high. Who has all the goals here? Weegar, Gunther. I love Dylan Gunther, man. Krause has 2 goals for Utah. Look at that. Expected goals in all situations, 2.18 to 1.57 in the Utah and Vegas game. So out-of-town scoreboard for those of you who did want to know. And then, of course, Montreal beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, outshot them 29-17. Montreal, very solid game there. Montreal's up 2-1 in their series. Let's see if the Oilers can steal one, folks. Let's see if they can steal one, all right? But I will be right back. Enjoy hanging out with Chair for the next 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to get some water, rest my voice, and we'll see how the rest of this game goes. Smash that like button. I don't know what we're like on the like count, but smash the like button, all right? We'll see you very soon. Enjoy hanging out with Chair. Oh boy. The Oilers, you know what the Oilers look like? They look like they have about half their team that is just like injured as hell. Like, how many guys are fighting through injury right now for this group, do you think? I wonder if Chair was at the game. If Chair was at the game, the Oilers probably would have won. I'm bad luck. I think the chat was onto something. I gotta bring Chair with me next time, you know? No jersey change. Well, we're not losing. It's a tie game, so no jersey change. If we had been losing heading to the third, I would have changed it. Yeah, my bad. My bad for not providing the music. I do have a music playlist open that I've been meaning to play twice now during the intermissions, and I just forgot. I will have music play next time. The ads on 880 Chet are killing me. Oh, no. I bet the Chihuahua I'm babysitting for good luck. If we lose, blame him. Oh, no, not the Chihuahua. Oh, poor thing. Poor little baby. What's your favorite Oilers era, Gretzky or McDavid? Well, I never got to watch Gretzky. I'm pretty young. I grew up with Todd Marchant, Eric Comrie, Ryan Smith, Sean Horkoff, Jason Smith, Fernando Pisani. And then, of course, you had the Nugent Hopkins, Taylor Hall, Jordan Eberle era, the decade of darkness, and then, of course, the McDavid era. So I'm going to say the McDavid era has been my favorite to watch. I'm not that old. I'm young, but like, yeah. And look at Ryan Smith in a commercial for JP Weisers. Look at that. I was just talking about Ryan Smith. What a goofy guy. Do I ever miss Cam Talbot? Yeah, I liked Cam Talbot a lot. I thought he was great. Sam Gagner. Yeah, I do have a Gagner jersey too hanging up behind me. That blue one down there. That was actually the first jersey I ever got. First player name jersey, that is. Gretz era for you. Very nice. Dude, I can't wait, Falcon. I love that. Give me the longer days. Your bully dog is scared of Chihuahua. Chihuahuas can be pretty scary, though. They're intimidating. Eight points in one game against the Chicago Blackhawks on, I believe, February 2nd, 2012. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was February 2nd. All right. Third period is about to begin. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Kapanen will start the third for Edmonton. Whatever the team has in the tank, they got to do their best to just find a way. See if you can steal one. Here's Murphy. Up the boards, deflected in by Kapanen. Podkolzin chases the puck behind Ostaal's net. Darnell Nurse can't grab it. The Ducks will just flip it high through the neutral zone, and that is out of play, actually. So oil spill coming for the third. Let's go. Best friend got you hooked back in 1986. Look at that, Spiky. That's fun. I'm so jealous that I never got to watch the Gretzky era. Is the numbers and logos on your jersey stitched like the one you are wearing? Which one? Sorry. Which one are you talking about? Here's Nurse towards the goal and a save by Dostal. Looked a little awkward on that one. Wearing cream is the dream. Yep. The cream jerseys are the dream. Yeah, it's got, I don't know if it's like hand stitched, but yeah, I do have McDavid stitched on this one. Or like maybe it's heat pressed. I don't know. I don't remember. It's one of the Adidas jerseys. Here's Murphy. He'll send the puck deep into the Ducks zone. Draisaitl chases after it. Puck bounces around the half wall. And here's Washi. He'll play it across the ice to VL. VL puts it in behind the Oilers' net. It's going to be grabbed by Nurse, and both teams are going to make a change. Here's Nurse with the worst pass in the world to Szymanski, and the Ducks are going to skate it up the ice. Here's Gauthier, throws a hit on Emberson. Behind the net, played to the point. Nice job by Szymanski, although Nugent-Hopkins can't keep it up, can't keep possession. Here's Wallman, leaves it for Nugent-Hopkins. Here's Szymanski across the ice out of the reach of Emberson. Here's Trouba now to Lacombe. Through the neutral zone, comes to Ingram. He'll play it up to Connor McDavid. Here's McDavid, stick handling, bobbles it for a moment to Wallman. Wallman getting pressured here. Wallman behind his net, skates it forward. Backhand pass to the left wing. Rozovic to McDavid. Here's McDavid with a shot, and he had Savoy cut into the net. McDavid chose to shoot, hit the outside of the goal. Hey, and that's got to be a penalty. That has to be delay of game. They're going to say deflected out. I thought it was shot straight out, but maybe I was wrong. So yeah, McDavid with the shot there might have hit the outside of the net. And of course, Sportsnet won't show what could have been delay of game, although maybe it did deflect off the glass. I'm not sure. Face off, McDavid out there with Savoy and Roslovic. 18-12 to play here in the third period. Off the draw, Anaheim comes up with it. Here's Killorn. Killorn loses it to Ekholm. Ekholm, McDavid in the neutral zone. He's going to find Bouchard, skates it into the Ducks' end. Bouchard with a shot attempt. It goes high and over the goal, and McDavid trying to get a shot off. That's blocked. Here's Ekholm. Ekholm behind the net. McDavid now on his backhand. Top line for the Oilers, trying to get the cycle going. Savoy can't come up with possession. McDavid plays it back to Ekholm. Ekholm across to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid back to Bouchard. Lots of passing, not a lot of shooting. Here's Ekholm to McDavid. McDavid with a shot, and that goes just wide. Bouchard keeps the puck alive. Around the boards, good shift for the top line of Edmonton. McDavid trying to center it out in front. McDavid continues to fight through checks. Ekholm down low to Savoy. Savoy back to Ekholm. Oh, and McDavid got away with a pick play. Here's Bouchard trying to send it to McDavid, and here come the Ducks. They might have numbers, 2-on-1. Here's Seneca, shoots, scores. Beckett Seneca makes it 4-3 for the Ducks. Connor Ingram, puck over his glove. The Oilers were just trying to pass the puck into the net, and Anaheim makes it 4-3 here early in the third period. McDavid got away with a pick play on Killorn. There was no call. Puck came across. They tried to find McDavid, missed it, and then Seneca with an absolute snipe past the glove of Connor Ingram. Just a bad turnover, and that's the top line out for another goal against, folks. Top line out for another goal against. They had a good shift. McDavid got away with a penalty. The pass attempt to McDavid didn't make it by Bouchard, and here's a shot, and that went just wide of the net. Anaheim in on the forecheck now. Here's McTavish behind the goal. He just throws Emberson to the ice. Anaheim trying to keep it alive. And Frederick can't grab it. Now he does. Here's Wallman now. The flip into the middle. Out of the reach of Doc. Puck sent down the ice. That's going to be icing on Anaheim. 16:36 to go here in the third. How do I have the heart rate connected to the stream? So I have an app called Pulsoid, and I'm wearing a heart monitor under my jersey. I'm obviously not going to lift up my shirt to show you, but I'm wearing a heart monitor. It connects through Bluetooth to the phone, and then I connect it to the website, which shows the heart rate in real time on the screen through like an overlay. But yeah, it's called Pulsoid is the app that I use with the heart rate monitor. Oh, and here's a giveaway, and the Ducks are going to have another odd man break. Another 2-on-1. Here's Terry. He's going to walk in, centers in front, and they score. Another 2-on-1 for Anaheim, and it's 5-3. This time, Leo Carlson, Leon Draisaitl misplayed it at the Ducks blue line, and the Ducks have gotten off to 2 quick goals here in the third, and it's 5-3 for Anaheim. 34 shots on goal for the Ducks. And it's not looking good for the Oilers here. Oilers are they're getting ducked. They are getting ducked, man. Oh, my God. That pass was out of the reach Man, that's just a bad. It was not a good pass by Bouchard, and then Anaheim with the 2-on-1. What a finish too! What a finish! What a move on Ingram. There's nothing Ingram could do on that one. Wow. So Edmonton, the amount of turnovers from Edmonton tonight is horrifying. Evan Bouchard, man, this might be the worst hockey I've ever seen him play. Just straight up. This has to be the worst hockey I've ever seen Bouchard play. This is the worst hockey I've ever seen Connor McDavid play. And that's a big reason why Edmonton is losing. But the Ducks have been the better team. Ducks have been the better team, man. Absolutely pathetic effort tonight from the Oilers. Just pathetic. They're leaving Ingram out to dry. And at some point, that dam was going to burst, right? The Oilers, they're giving up too many goals. Poor Ingram. Like, I don't know what he's supposed to do there when the team in front of him is this lackadaisical. Nobody boxes anyone out in front. They're giving up odd man rushes like there's no tomorrow. They're giving up turnovers like bakeries are out of business now. Crazy. Just a crazy, putrid effort. Here's a shot on goal, stopped by Ingram. He'll hold on to the rebound, and just an awful, awful, awful effort from Edmonton. Top to bottom in this lineup. The only player that I think has actually had a good game has been Podkolzin, Kapanen, and maybe Draisaitl. Those might be the only players that have actually had a solid hockey. Not an ideal situation right now for this group. Look at McDavid, man. He is looking down in the dumps on the bench. Holy, and the Ducks, they have the momentum. Look at Timo Solani hanging out. Yo, tacos at the $1.99. Feed, chair, more beer farts. Oh my God. Now, is the series over? No. But like we've been talking about all season with this team, it just has never felt like they've had it together, right? And here's Hellison. He's tripped up. Puck kept alive, though. Wallman couldn't come up with possession. And look at, it's like the Oilers, when they get the puck, they just don't know what to do with it. Here's Trent Frederick now. He'll skate it up the ice. Frederick with the dump in. Around the boards, Doc on his backhand. He'll take a hit to try and keep it alive. Curtis Lazar behind the Ducks net. Loses it through the middle. Wallman picks it off in the neutral zone. I think they care, Heinesser. I just think they're being outplayed. They're being outworked. There's a lot of issues with this group right now. Here's Ekholm trying to play it up the ice. Top line back out for Edmonton, although you might as well just keep them on the bench because the top line has been absolutely horrifying again tonight. And Bouchard takes a hit, puck through the neutral zone. No one from Edmonton can grab it. Look at the speed and pace that Anaheim plays with, man. Like, Anaheim, they're faster, they're younger, they're winning their battles. They're hungrier. They're legitimately hungrier. The Anaheim Ducks just want it more. Plain and simple. How many votes were for McDavid to score tonight? I think it was like 65% said yes or 70% said yes. Every time you join the stream, Anaheim scores. Stop joining the stream. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're here. Whether you're an Oilers hater, an Oilers lover, or something in between. And now they're chanting Ingram. Here's McDavid. He'll play it up to Savoy. Savoy through the neutral zone. Savoy, he'll flip the puck in deep. And nobody from Edmonton is there to grab it. Rozovic didn't even go into the corner for the puck, man. Does Rozovic not want to get hit? Here comes McDavid. He's going to try and skate through the defense. Gets by Lacombe. Centers it out in front. Keeps possession, though. Here's Nurse towards the net. That goes way wide, and Connor Murphy steps up to keep the puck in the zone. Here's Matt Savoy. Oh, man. Throws a little backhand towards Dostal, and a little awkward play. Dostal's going to hang on to that. Have I noticed more haters during the playoff run? The haters come out when the Oilers are losing. When the Oilers are winning, they are dead silent. They are quiet. None of them come out of the woodwork. But when the Oilers start losing, obviously they're going to come out. They're going to have their say, and good for them. Good for them. They have to be subscribed to the channel to do it, so I appreciate the fact that they're subscribed. Puck sent into the Ducks zone. Here's Draisaitl to Darnell Nurse. Nurse with a shot and a save by Dostal. Easy save for Dostal. Darnell Nurse, the crest assassin, just shoots the puck into the crest of the goaltender every time. Darnell Nurse will not ever be able to snipe one. Oh, my God. You think if we lose in the playoffs early, we'll have a coaching change? I mean, I would hope so. If the Oilers are out in the first round and they bring Chris Knoblock back, I will legitimately freak out in preseason. Like if again, we're way ahead of ourselves. The Oilers could come back in this one. Yeah, the Oilers haven't been physical tonight, but I think a lot of Edmonton's players are also very injured right now. Oh, I know, Van. It's all good. When I say haters, I don't mean it in like a derogatory way. It's all good. That's true. Over 600 concurrent viewers right now. Holy smokes. The fans are tuning in like crazy. I appreciate that. Like I said, just make sure you hit the like button. I agree, Isaac. I agree. Hey, I thank you, Bubsy. The team looks like they fluked into the playoffs. The problem is, this group all year talked about you just got to get in, right? Well, you're here now, and you're about to go down 2-1 in this series, and you look like you've been outplayed in all 3 games, other than the first period of Game 1 and maybe the first period of Game 2. What period have the Edmonton Oilers won? Legitimately, what period have they won? I think Joel Quenneville is definitely not underrated. He's definitely seen as one of the best coaches in the league. He won 3 Stanley Cups with the Chicago Blackhawks. He's coaching this Anaheim Ducks team, and he's coaching circles around Chris Knoblock. The Oilers have no answer for what the Anaheim Ducks are doing right now. Absolutely no answer. Here's a centering pass in front to Podkolzin, and he fans on it, and Anaheim will send it down the ice. Puck behind the Oilers' net. Murphy loses it. Anaheim in on the forecheck. Here's VL. He's going to get manhandled by Murphy. Murphy gives it away, though. And the Ducks keep it alive. Towards the goal, a save by Connor Ingram. Here's Washi behind the goal. Oh, and Washi goes down. VL, though, forechecking. And here's Carlson across the ice to Minchikov. And is there going to be a penalty coming up to the Ducks here? Looks like a cross check. All right, so the Oilers are going to get a power play, their first of the game. If this power play was ever going to show up at any time ever, this would be the time. So VL, he cross-checked Darnell Nurse to the ice. Nurse probably went down a little early there, but all right, power play time for the Oilers. They won't pull the goalie this early. Not yet. You pull the goalie a little bit later in the game. This would be too early to pull it. Off the face-off, Draisaitl wins it. Here's McDavid. Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins. Draisaitl in front. Where is it? It's on the half wall. What a save by Dostal. Wow. Huge save by Dostal on Zach Hyman. Nice pass by Draisaitl. Hyman just couldn't get all of that wood on it. Pause. That was a good setup, though. Oh, man. What a save by Dostal. What a pass by Draisaitl. And yeah, Hyman got it out of the air, and that was a great save by Dostal, man. Hey, what's going on, Sam? How you doing? Here's Draisaitl. He'll step in for the face-off again. 13:02 to play here in the third. Oilers 0 for 6 on the power play in this series. Here's Trouba. He'll just slap it down the ice. Bouchard's checked off the puck. He's going to reset in his own zone. Bouchard drops it for McDavid. McDavid through the neutral zone. Stops up to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins around the boards. Draisaitl protects Here's Bouchard. Oh, man. Dangerous play, but he got it to Nugent-Hopkins. McDavid behind the net. Here's McDavid to Draisaitl. To McDavid. Trying to center it back in front. And McDavid's going to get checked off the puck. And McDavid throws a bit of a slash there. He's frustrated. And here's Granlund. Granlund brings it into the Oilers zone. And here's Nugent-Hopkins. He'll find McDavid up the ice with some speed here. Here's McDavid. Spins away from a check. Left circle now. Plays it back to Bouchard. To McDavid. He'll give it to Nugent-Hopkins. To McDavid with a shot. And I don't know what that hit. Was that a save by Dostal? Oh, and Bouchard misplayed it at the blue line. And that's going to be offside on the Oilers now. That is an outrageously frustrating... Like, Evan Bouchard is fighting it, man. He has had such a bad series. Just horrible. So Nugent-Hopkins played it back to McDavid. He had the one-timer, and it hit Hines in the back. McDavid, I think that puck would have missed the net anyways by McDavid, if I'm going to be honest. The Oilers' top unit stays out there. Here's Draisaitl to McDavid with speed. Here's McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins. At least the Oilers are getting zone entries. Here's Bouchard at the point to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid, centers out in front. Hyman's checked off the puck, can't get the shot off. Here's Bouchard now. Bouchard to Draisaitl. Here's McDavid. McDavid towards the goal, and he scores! Oh my goodness, Connor McDavid. He scores. That went off of his stick. But the Oilers are back in this one. Connor McDavid scores. Brings the Oilers back to within one. I don't know what that hit, but it deflected funny and it beat Dostal over his shoulder. Okay. So Connor McDavid with the goal here. On the power play. He steps in. Shoots it. Yeah, it goes off the stick of Minchikov. The Oilers will take some puck luck, man. There's some puck luck. We'll take that. We'll take some puck luck. How many times did the Oilers not have the benefit of puck luck earlier in the season? We take those all day. The Oilers are back in this one somehow. Only down by one with over half a period to play. McDavid's first goal of the series, and it's a power play goal. Oh, Szymanski almost came up with it. And here come the Ducks now. Here's Leo Carlsson trying to get by Nurse. Here's Carlsson. Up the boards. John Carlson can't get it in deep. Szymanski plays it forward. Puck bouncing around. Looks like Roslovic tried to throw a hit. He went down. Here's Lacombe with a shot. That goes off of a leg and wide. Here's another shot by Carlson. Doesn't make it. And here's Jack Roslovic. He'll just send the puck deep into the Duck zone. So lots of time to go here for the Oilers. Lots of time to go. Oh, man. And Frederick misplayed it. The Ducks are going to be offside, though. So Kapanen's going to pick it up for Edmonton. Wallman bounces the puck. McTavish into the middle. Here's a play. Good defensive stop by Kapanen to prevent the shot off the rush for Anaheim. Puck behind the Oilers' net. Paling. Wallman takes it. It's along the boards. Played back to the point. Nobody there for the Ducks. Back into the neutral zone. Here's Kreider up the boards. That goes off of a stick. McTavish trying to get it in deep. Here's Matthias Ekholm now. Here's Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm. He'll dump it in deep. Around the boards, McDavid comes up with it. Here's McDavid looking for a play. Finds Draisaitl. Oilers have loaded up the top line. Bouchard with a shot, and that goes high and over the net. Ekholm trying to cycle it back in deep. He's bad. Puck's bouncing around. Backhand into the neutral zone. And, oh, man, Hyman misplayed it. And they're going to say a high stick. Puck played with a high stick by the Ducks. So 9:29 to go here in the third. 9:29 to go in the third. The Oilers down by one. Somehow, this is a one-goal game. Considering how Edmonton has played, they are lucky that this is a one-goal game. But who knows, man? Someone will eat a cooked duck on the ice. Oh, no. I hope so. That would be if the Oilers, man, if the Oilers steal this one, holy smokes. The Oilers can flip the entire narrative in this series if they can steal one here. McDavid's hurt. He's not 100% right now. Hyman's snoozing. I also think Hyman's still very injured too. The Austin Hockey guarantee is on the line. Yep. Yes, they should, noob. That's who I would hire personally. Are we playing better or worse than the 2 losses to the Kings last year? I think we're playing worse. Game 2 against the Kings last year was really bad. That was a bad one. Yo, still Kovalent. We've never heard that one before. That's really funny. Oh yeah, we're chilling. We are chilling tonight, folks. How hurt does McDavid look? Pretty hurt. Homer Fudd and Daffy Duck. All right. Here's the face-off at the Ducks blue line. Draisaitl loaded up with McDavid and Hyman. You've got 3 players that aren't 100% all loaded up on the same line. I love that. I'm surprised they're loading them up because Draisaitl with Podkolzin and Kapanen do work, right? Like, here's McDavid trying to get into the offensive zone. Puck along the half wall. That's going to be taken, though, by the Ducks into the middle of the ice. Anaheim dumps it in deep. Never, noob. I don't think that's ever happened. Here's Draisaitl. He'll bring it up the ice. Stops up in the neutral zone. Off the boards. And a bad giveaway by Draisaitl. Leo Carlsson steals it. Here's Minchikov. Puck deflected, but not in deep. Here's Kapanen. Oh, and Kapanen just dumps it in to nobody. Podkolzin chases after it. Can't come up with it. Yo, Derek with the $5 super chat. Hey, I appreciate that, Derek. Thank you so much for the kind words. Here's Darnell Nurse. He'll skate it up the ice with speed. He'll hit the red line and dump it in. Oilers trying to just dump and chase here. Here's Podkolzin throws a hit. Kapanen around the boards to Nurse. Here's Nurse. Around. Here's Murphy. And that's going to be picked up by Terry. Terry sends it in deep. 8 minutes to go. Anaheim content just putting the puck in deep. Here's Darnell Nurse. He's waiting to make a play. Puck comes up the ice. Here's Colton Dock through the middle. Drops it to Szymanski. Szymanski around the defense. Waits for a play. Centers it out in front. Frederick can't come up with it. Puck bouncing around in front of the net. Dock can't grab it. Puck kept alive for a moment. Ducks bring it up the ice, though. Here's McTavish with a shot and a good save by Connor Ingram. Anaheim keeps the puck in. Here's Emberson to Wallman. Wallman's checked into the boards. Here's Emberson to Szymanski. Szymanski through the neutral zone. He'll give that puck to Frederick. Frederick deflects it in, and he'll chase after it against Lacombe. Along the half wall, Edmonton can't maintain possession. Nice job by McDavid. He's going to try and push it forward here. Not offside. Sends it in deep. Along the half wall. Oh, and there's a penalty coming up to Anaheim. Evan Bouchard was just high-sticked, and the Oilers will get another power play here. The Oilers have an opportunity to go up or to tie the game on the power play. A high-sticking penalty coming up to Anaheim. Looks like Beckett Seneca going to the box. 2 minutes for high sticking. The Oilers with a glorious opportunity to tie this game up. Glorious opportunity to tie it up. This is it, man. This could be the game right here. Power play for the Oilers. So the Oilers scored on the power play earlier in the third. Now the Oilers have a chance to tie this game up. Top unit will start. Draisaitl will take the face-off against Palin. Off the face-off, here's Evan Bouchard. Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins. He'll play it behind the net to McDavid. McDavid, pressured, can't come up with it. McDavid around the boards to Bouchard. Here's Bouchard across to Nugent-Hopkins. To Bouchard. Bouchard waits. Bouchard looking for a lane. Draisaitl holds on to it to Nugent-Hopkins. Here's Bouchard now. Bouchard waits. Nugent-Hopkins left circle with a shot, and that goes off the outside of the post, it looked like. Here's Bouchard trying to keep the play alive. Goes behind the Ducks net. Here's Hyman. He's going to get checked. Draisaitl's going to come in to support. Puck along the boards. It'll be knocked back to the blue line, kept alive by Bouchard. Here's Draisaitl. Centering attempt, and that is sent down the ice by the Ducks. Nice up by Ingram, though. Bouchard now at the red line to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, nice move by Leon. He'll play it back to McDavid. McDavid, half wall to Draisaitl. Draisaitl trying to find Bouchard. Oh, and McDavid is going to take a penalty. That is a horrible penalty to take. The captain, Connor McDavid, man, give me a break. Grow up, bro. Terrible call, or terrible penalty to take. Absolutely awful. Connor McDavid's going to the box. We have 4-on-4 for the next 52 seconds. Hitting from behind on Connor McDavid, and that is clearly a penalty. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know why he did that. Just ridiculous that he did that. The cross-check. Like, why did McDavid think that that was the right play? Did he actually think he would get away with that right in front of the official? That is absolutely outrageous from your captain. Absolutely outrageous. You have a chance to tie the game and your captain is taking that penalty? Connor McDavid has been absolutely awful. So 52 seconds left here in the 4-on-4. Cross-checking penalty to McDavid. Here's Wallman. He'll bring it across into the zone. Ekholm around the boards. Roslovic will pick it up. Here's Roslovic. Roslovic trying to play it to Podkolzin, and that's going to be stolen by Anaheim. Here's, nice hit by Podkolzin. Knocked Killorn down. The crowd wanted a call, but that was just a good play by Podkolzin. Here's Troy Terry. 10 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Oh, nice job by Savoy. He knocks that puck out of the zone. And Anaheim is about to go on the power play. They will have about 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. Here's Terry. Into the Oilers zone. Josh Szymanski's going to get checked. Savoy leaves it for Nurse. Nurse does get it out, but he's not getting it deep down the ice here. Oh, boy. Oilers were lucky. Here come the Ducks. Troy Terry stick handles into the Oilers zone. Lacombe towards the net. That goes off of a stick. Deflected high. That's going to be a high stick on Murphy. Played with a high stick, I should say. It's not a high sticking penalty. It was just played with a high stick. I hope so. I would like it. One shot will tie this game up for Edmonton. That's all they need is just one. I would like it, Noob. $40 seconds left in the power play. Here's Lacombe. Here's a shot towards Ingram. Good save. He corrals that rebound. 33 seconds to go on the power play now. Alrighty. Also, welcome in, everyone. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see so far, make sure you hit that like button. And if you really like it, subscribe. Daily content here on the Austin Hockey YouTube channel throughout the entire playoffs as the Oilers are trying to come back after being down by 2 here in the third period. Puck sent down the ice. Oilers trying to kill off the rest of this McDavid penalty. Here's a puck sent in deep behind the net. Ingram, well, he tried to leave it for Bouchard. Bit of a misplay. And here's Lacombe. He'll give it to Trouba. Trouba towards the net. That deflects high and over the goal. Bouchard can't grab possession. Anaheim keeps it. Here's Lacombe to Carlson with a shot. It's in front. Oh, man. Puck was loose and available. Here's Gauthier to Carlson. Gauthier now. He'll play it with a one-timer. That goes over the net. Bouchard will try and find Ekholm. Ekholm up to McDavid with speed. He's out of the box. Here comes McDavid. McDavid, what a move. Here comes McDavid. He's going to get checked into the boards, and he goes down. Good defensive play by Trouba. Here's Ekholm. Keeps that puck alive. Down into the Duck zone. Draisaitl on his forehand. Can't get the puck in deep. And, oh, man, Ekholm with the pinch, and here comes the odd man rush for Anaheim. Here's Moore. Drop pass, shot. And that goes over the goal. Ekholm is dead tired. And a giveaway. Here's a backhand, and they score. Wow. Viel makes it 6-4. The giveaway by Ekholm. And McDavid on the ice for another goal against, folks. Oh, my God. Oh, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. Holy mother of Christ. Absolutely pathetic. McDavid trying to do way too much on his own all the time. Puck came back into the Oilers' zone. Puck went wide of the net. Ekholm couldn't come up with it. Viel with the backhand, and that beat Ingram short side. Crazy. This team, man. Well, that's going to be game here. Here's a centering pass in front, and nobody was there for the Oilers. Puck sent behind the Oilers' net. Here's Emberson. I mean, there's still technically time to come back, but 2:45 to go. Here comes Podkolzin. He'll drop it back for Darnell Nurse. Here's Roslovic. He'll skate it up the neutral zone. Roslovic through to Nurse, and it's in the... I mean, Roslovic just overskates it, man. Like, I don't... Maybe the Monstars did steal all of Edmonton's star power here. Maybe they did steal their hockey skill. Here's McDavid back on the ice. Edmonton sends it in deep. Dostal comes out of his crease. Draisaitl with a pick play there. The Oilers have pulled the goaltender. I don't think Calvin Pickard is making much of a difference in this series, if I'm going to be honest. Connor Ingram is the only reason why the Oilers had a chance tonight, if I'm going to be honest with you. Here's a high flip into the neutral zone. Here's Jake Wallman. Up the middle, here's Draisaitl trying to get through. Killorn checks him. Puck comes to Lacombe. Lacombe has all the time in the world, sends it down the ice, and he scores. Nobody on Edmonton was pressuring Lacombe, and it's 7-4. Jackson Lacombe. The Oilers are absolutely putrid. The Oilers' top players are putrid other than Leon Draisaitl. An embarrassing effort tonight in Anaheim. Absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. It's not even close. The Ducks completely controlled this game right from the beginning. $16 goals against in 3 games. Yep. All that talk about defending. All that talk about defending, folks. All that solid defensive play from the Edmonton Oilers when Leon Draisaitl was out of the lineup. He comes back, and it's like they all decide they don't know how to play hockey anymore. Knoblock doesn't know how to manage his lineup. He's jumping the lines every 5 minutes. There's no cohesiveness. Special teams is dog shit. Connor McDavid is what, a -5 tonight? What is he, a -4, -5? Horrible. Absolutely horrible. I feel bad for Ingram, too. I feel horrible for Ingram. Because he is the only reason why this game was even close to begin with. He's the only reason why the Oilers even had a chance tonight. And he's going to get dinged with the loss, and people are going to look at the goals against, and like, I get it. People might be harsh on Ingram tonight, but we cannot be harsh on Ingram with the way Edmonton played in front of him. It wasn't even close. I'd fire him tonight. Honestly, I would fire Chris Knoblock tonight. And I don't want to be that guy that says that the Oilers Stanley Cup window is closed or closing, but the way Anaheim is playing against a very battle-tested Oilers, the Oilers look slower. They look more tired. They don't have as much energy. Their top players are being run into the ground by Knoblock, and Anaheim deserves to be up in this series right now. They absolutely deserve it. Now, is the series over? No. The Oilers were down 2-0 to LA last year, and then they rattled off 4 straight. So the Oilers can absolutely come back. But again, the way the Ducks have played and compared to how Edmonton has played, like, they deserve to be. This series could have been 3-0 Anaheim if they didn't blow it in game 1. The series could have absolutely been 3-0 for the Ducks if Anaheim didn't blow game 1. They had a lead heading to the third in game 1. Edmonton is lucky that this series is 2-1. And I don't even know what the answer is. I don't even know what the answer is, if I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, and here's Podkolzin. He's dropping the gloves here. Podkolzin and VL. Podkolzin throwing some punches. I like that from Podkolzin. He takes VL down, got a couple punches in. Good for him. Yo, please subscribe at the $6.99. Oilers should retool or rebuild. Look at Podkolzin, man. Look at the emotion. Look at the emotion from Podkolzin. You love that. The only guy with a pulse on this team. Great job from Podkolzin. Love that. Love that from him. Set the tone for game 4. I love what Podkolzin did there. Love that. Bring back primetime Matt Kassian. Mean Zach Kassian? Nice job by Podkolzin, man. I love that him and VL went there, and Podkolzin's playing mad, and he should be mad. Podkolzin, you know what sucks too? Podkolzin and Kapanen have played so good in this series, and Knoblock is just reverting to Draisaitl and McDavid to try and come back in a hockey game. He has no trust in any of his other players. None whatsoever. Absolutely embarrassing effort tonight from the group. An embarrassing coaching game from Chris Knoblock. I want him fired before game 4. I'm not even kidding. Not even joking. There's some rough stuff after the whistle here. The Oilers obviously very frustrated. Kapanen's involved. Oh, man. Who's that throwing some punches? Szymanski's involved. Szymanski's trying to fight here. Oh, no, sorry, Wallman. Wallman was trying to fight. I was going to say, Szymanski's not going to fight there. That was Wallman who was trying to go. Kassian Maroon Yakupov. I love that. Oh, my God. Hey, GG's #1 Anaheim Ducks fan. GG's. You had a blast, right? GG's. Hey, Ducks fans, by the way, when I'm like getting mad at the Oilers and stuff and talk about how bad Edmonton is playing, I just want to let you know, y'all deserve to be up in the series. Anaheim is playing great. They're a fun, young, fast team. Reminds me of the Oilers from a few years ago. The Ducks are trending up. The Oilers are trending down. The Oilers couldn't get the job done 2 years in a row against Florida, and we may be seeing this window closing on Edmonton in real time. We may be watching the cup window closing in real time. And it happens to everyone. After Chicago won their cups, they missed the playoffs for several years when their core got older. Pittsburgh, they won 2 cups in a row in 16 and 17, and then they also had their downturn, right? But I want to just thank everyone who tuned in tonight, by the way. You are seriously the absolute best, whether you tuned in on Twitch or YouTube. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed yet. I don't know what the subscriber count is at here. Obviously, it's gone up a lot. The growth of the channel has been great. I'm going to have a fan reaction up in the next couple of hours. So we'll see you for that. Tomorrow I'll have a day after discussion. So I'll see you for that. And horrible. This is not ideal. This is not an ideal situation from the Edmonton Oilers. I'll see y'all in the post-game fan reaction. Like I said, if you enjoyed tonight's live stream, hit the like button. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Daily content here. No matter how far the Oilers go, there will be daily content here on the channel throughout the playoffs. So we'll see you all very soon. Unbelievable stream tonight. Unbelievable vibes. I appreciate it. Tons of, I don't even know what we peaked at for viewership tonight. So, yeah, we'll see what the fan reaction is like. We'll see how fun that is for everyone tonight. Oh, we'll talk about that too, Ryan. I don't disagree. You're the best fans on the planet, folks. Best fans on the planet. Much love, Ducks fans. Much love, Oilers fans. And if you're a fan of another team that doesn't have a dog in the fight, you just want to see me freak out, hey, I appreciate your support as well. Yo, Tyler with the $6.99. McDavid and Dry are going to have to step up. There's nothing to talk about. Not goalies, not players, not defense. Them two need to win this. Well, Draisaitl has stepped up. Draisaitl is one of the only reasons why Edmonton even has a win in this series. But I agree. McDavid's been awful. Bouchard, holy smokes. Might crash out on Bouchard tonight. I'm not sure yet. Might crash out on Bouchard tonight. I am going to quickly thank the, I am going to quickly just go through the fan funding tonight. So Magic Meat Bag started us off with the $5 super chat. Alive Bang became a member for a month. Danny for 13 months. Thunder with the gifted membership. Alive with the $2.79. Alive with the $2.79. Cam with the $5. Thunders with another gifted membership. Spiky with the $5 super chat. Major General with the $5 super chat. Human Notes became a member for 13 months. Thank you so much. Thunders Productions with the gifted membership. Human Notes, $2 super chat. Hockey Art, $2. Alive Bang, $2.79. Crux, the $2. Mauricio became a member of the locker room. Thank you. Richard with the 2. Alex with the 2. 8-Bit Tacos with the $1.99. Derek with the 5. Bit Tacos with the $1.99. Please subscribe. Thanks with the $6.99. And then Tyler with the $6.99. Thank you all so much. I just had to make sure that I gave a shout out to everyone that financially supported tonight. You were never obligated to do that, but I appreciate those that do. That allows me to continue doing what I'm doing every single day here on YouTube. We'll see you soon. We'll see you for the fan reaction. That's going to be up a little bit later tonight. So if you're looking forward to it, stay up, but it will be available. You can watch it in the morning too. We'll see you soon. Tell someone that you love them. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell all your friends about the channel if you think they'll have fun watching us, and we'll see you soon, folks. Fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers, but it's not looking good.